Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. I know I promised you guys that I would do the other topics that I said I was meaning to do earlier in the earlier live when the um paperwork and stuff dropped on the Julio murder case. But I've been scouring these YouTube screens and I found more information. Um, I actually did look over some of the paperwork. The paperwork is on Reddit, but I also found a YouTube channel of a guy named I got to give him his props. I got to give him his props. I got to give him his props. His name is John Hinged, and y'all go subscribe to the channel. I put his channel up on the platform in a minute. But this guy got to give him his credit. He breaking down the paperwork like I'm talking about like a lawyer. Um, I'm finna put him on the thing. Listen, let me tell y'all something. We thought that we knew everything what we was talking today. Nah, whole player. Nah, player. Like this thing get real deep, player. Like real deep. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. We thought they was the world's dumbest criminal. Shout out to Sam Life Max. Shout out to my girl T.N. Barnes. Listen, let me tell you something. Shout out to this guy, John Hinge. I subscribe to his channel. This is my first time seeing it, but let me tell you something. When I tell you this brother break that paperwork down to the chromosome, bro, it is a lot of evidence. They had a lot of evidence against them, bro. A lot. To the point that I do think two of these kids is sociopaths or psychopaths or whatever you want to call it. The two light-skinned boys, something wrong with them. Real shit. Real shit. Like, I'm telling you, something is wrong with them. Like mentally, like for real. Um, but I'm gonna play the video. Um, and y'all just get y'all popcorn. Cause I'm telling you, I had to stop it. I didn't even finish the whole video. Cause it's like 3-4 hours long. But I had to stop it because I was like, I wanted to keep watching it, but I knew I was going to want to share it with y'all. So I didn't want to have to watch it all the way back over again. So I like, fuck it, man. Let me just stop it and start playing it, Marita boy. But boy, listen, this is good, boy. This is real good. And let me just clear this. The girl was never at the party with Julio ever. She was never at the party with Julio. Um, and we know this because Gutter used her phone. He used her phone. They got her phone pinging the whole time. Her phone pinging everywhere. He used her phone. So if she had ever been in the party with Julio, um, it would have showed her phone in the party, right? And it would also show her communicating with Gutter Zay. Gutter Zay never used his phone. He always used her phone, but he kept his phone on him, and her phone and his phone always was side by side, which means that's just one of the evidence that she never was with Julio ever. She always was in the car with Gutter Zay. So we all wrong. And that go back to another thing I said when I said that I believe a lot of us just going off shit we seen on the internet. And I said that because I knew that we never knew who the other two guys were that was in that car. Well, they named the other two guys in the paperwork. So that goes to show you that a lot of us that was making and I say us, I ain't trying to leave me out of it either. A lot of us that was making videos on this shit was only speculating. But the thing about me, I make sure I let you know it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I say in my opinion, in my this, in my that. If I get information straight from somebody, I'm gonna tell you my sources said. So here we always let it be known that this is what we think of, or this is our opinion. Other people acting like they had inside witnesses and people hitting them up and all of this type of shit. Well, reading this paperwork, none of that. None of us was correct. None of us. And let's keep going.
The weight will come off. All right. So we're gonna go through this indictment, and it is crazy how stupid these motherfuckers are. Crazy. I know specific car they was in, how they left and got back to Jacksonville from Tampa. You gonna see everything play out and how the cops caught them. You know what I'm saying? You have to bear with me. I try to make a folder to put all 18 pages in order. But y'all about to trip out about how sloppy these guys were, man.
They were real sloppy, y'all.
Let me start with the first one so we can get right into it. Although I don't think much information is on the first sheet, I'm just gonna put it up to keep it in order. I don't think much information on the first sheet, but let's see. Share screen. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta open the first one from the folder and just keep sharing my screen from the folder. All right, we got the first one up. Window. That would be it. This is it right here. Boom. Can y'all see that? Oh, wait, hold on. All right, y'all can see that, right?
He put that
might as well call the cops on themselves. Yeah, they might as well.
He put their pictures down at the bottom, so whilst he was giving y'all the play-by-play, you would know who they were by the name. So look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the pictures on the bottom, so you'll know who they is when he's saying their name. Smart.
I guess this was released last night. So again, I don't think nothing is on the front page. I'll go through it quickly. Based on the defendant's past and present behaviors, patterns of the behavior, the criteria set forth in Florida State, other relevant facts, the defendant poses a threat, harm to the community because the defendant is presently charged with the crimes. They're just saying that they're charging them with first-degree murder and basically trying to lay down the facts that they should not have bond. Was there anything good on this first page? It's something I want to tell y'all so bad, but I'm gonna wait till we get to it. Like your mind gonna be blown.
I'm telling you, this shit shocking, bro.
The defendant planned with 4 other individuals to travel to Tampa from Jacksonville to kill the victim, Charles Jones, which is Foolio as retaliation and ongoing Jacksonville gang war.
Salute Kenny Presto. Salute Slime Like Matt. Salute my girl T.N. Barnes.
Bringing 2 AR-style rifles and a Glock firearm. The defendants tracked the victims and his friends. We open page 2. It's gonna get good, I think, around about page 3 or some shit, like page 4 or whatever.
I mean, that shit good, bro. I'm telling you.
See that? So I'm gonna have to do this for every single one.
Hit that like button on the way in, guys.
I hope I don't open that crazy and y'all see some stuff you weren't supposed to see. All right. At this location, which occurred in the parking lot of a hotel, 3 of the defendants, matter of fact, I forgot to put the Airbnb up here. Let me know if y'all want to see the Airbnb. And what's shocking, I'm giving away something right now. It's not Julio's Airbnb, but I got the other Airbnb. Salute to you, John. ARP did a shout out to you on the Jag video. I got to check it out, man. I talked to
shout out to Andre Gardner.
All the time. I think the last time we talked was Sunday, man. Which is funny. That before and after picture, the picture where I'm fat with the unnecessary red shoes on, them shoes unnecessary as hell. That picture, I'm standing next to Jag. I cut Jag out the photo, but it's crazy all the Jag stuff going on. We can talk about that in another video. And shout out to Brown Sugar, MJ, everybody here. Polo, my boy, my Mars Flow Ease, Antonio Houston in the building. Shout out to everybody. All right, let's get on with the actual weapons that they have. The defendants got out of their vehicles, masked and armed, and began firing multiple times at 3 vehicles containing the victim and several other individuals. As a result of the continuous rapid gunfire, Julio was killed and 3 others were injured by gunfire. The 2 rifles had brass catchers attached, which collected all of the spent casings, which were ejected when the rifles were being shot. 31 9mm spent casings were left behind from the Glock at the scene. I'm gonna give y'all a spoiler warning now. Rashad Murphy had the Glock. You're gonna figure out how we know for a fact that Rashad Murphy. So I'm gonna give people nicknames as I go through this, right? And if I put their names at the bottom, light skin, you know who light skin is. That light skin is Sean. That's the 18-year-old kid.
Right there.
Crybaby is Rashad Murphy.
The one had the puppy.
That's the one who was crying like a little bitch when the police caught him. Older brother, Davion. Then you got the chick. And then I'm going to call Isaiah Chan. Y'all know him as Zay. I know him as Timu Shoes. So if I say Timu, I'm talking about Isaiah. So we got the girl. We got Timu, little light-skinned boy, Crybaby, and the older brother. I may interchange the names out, just letting y'all know. So Crybaby, Rashard Murphy, is the only one that had the 9mm who left 31 shell cases on the ground. That means that light skinned and older brother kept their bullets. But it's gonna be funny when you find out what happened to their shell cases.
For real.
All right. This pre-plan and
He called him Timu because the slides that he had on when they caught him in the rain was, he said, them Timu shoes.
homicide of the victim was conducted in a manner indicating a disregard for safety of the community. The armed assailants intentionally fired a barrage of bullets in the parking lot of a hotel while targeting the victim in the case, and as a result, 3 other individuals were injured by gunfire. In addition, the defendant, Isaiah Chance's Timu, was placed on an ankle monitor for opposing or resisting a law enforcement officer in Jacksonville, Florida. Approximately a week before his arrest on the case, the defendant made statements to Detective Richard Nieder of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office that once he gets off the monitor, he will flee the state and never wants to be seen again. This shows you the intelligent level of the people involved. Motherfucking Timu shoes told the detective when he gets off the ankle monitor, he's going to run. We have older brother who's still out there on the loose running. So they were gonna get bail anyway, but the last little shred of hope for any kind of bail, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Pursuant, the defendant is arrested for 2 dangerous crimes that are capital felony, a life felony or a felony of the first degree, and the court determines that there's probable cause to believe the defendant committed the offenses as defined by Florida State, blah, blah, blah. 1 count of first-degree murder, capital offense. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, first-degree felony, and there's substantial probability that the defendant committed such crimes, and based on the defendant's past and present pattern of behaviors, consideration of the criteria. Nothing important here. So we're gonna move on to page 3. Move on to page 3. It gets good. I hate that I gotta keep doing this every time I share a page. Oh shit, I gotta open it from the folder. And then window. Awesome. We need to go slow. I don't want to show nothing unnecessary on my computer. I get barred from YouTube. As previously stated, the defendant is a flight risk. I'm trying to see if this is important. A week prior to being arrested for those offenses, was wearing an electronic monitor. He's not a resident of Tampa. All right, let's go to the bottom. Factual basis. This is where the stuff is going to get good right here. Isaiah Chance, Timu, Alicia Andrews, Sean Gaithright, light skin, Tavion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy, crybaby, conspired to commit first-degree premeditated murder of Charles Jones, also known as Julio. Charles Jones, a prominent documented member of the Jacksonville street gang, 6 Block. All defendants traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa on 6/22 in 2 separate vehicles. This throws out everybody lying, saying that they went there the day before, they walked into the hotel lobby, creeped it out, and all this elaborate plan that all these YouTubers did. No, I'm gonna tell you what triggered them to drive down there. But the only reason this looked like his 2 days is because Julio was killed after midnight. But they drove there the day Julio start posting those videos saying, come to my Airbnb. That's when they drove there. That's 6/22. So the night of 6/22 is when this happened. It's just going to say 6/23 because they didn't get them till 4:30 in the morning. All right, and 2 separate vehicles. Remember these 2 vehicles, a silver Chevy Cruze and a black Chevy Impala, to locate and kill Julio in retaliation for an ongoing Jacksonville rival war. They are painting this as a rival war. They are painting this as a rival war to include ATK as well. And I got screens pulled up. I'll show you guys, even though that they're saying that, they have no ATK affiliation. You can see Crybaby, aka Rashad Murphy, in videos with Spinner Bins and Julio, and Young and Ace's friends who were in the video with him, who I smoked. So there is some affiliation, but I think on a RICO, you just can't say somebody have an affiliation. They have to literally be in ATK, but there is affiliation. The defendant, Isaiah Chance, aka Timu, is a documented ATK member. Now, from researching on Reddit and people around Duval, they're saying that he fell out with them recently. But yeah, I can see how the cops would say he does have ATK affiliation if he has been shown himself to be with ATK, and they're not going to put in if he fell out with ATK recently, especially if he's still with all ATK friends and people affiliated with ATK. So I don't know how that will look to a jury. Now, that's what I'm saying. When you got to be careful how you present yourself in front of 12 jurors, because I can say, well, he not in ATK anymore. They kind of fell out or whatever. But I want y'all to think about this. In order to say that I'm not in ATK anymore, I'm in this gang, you got to go up there and present your client is inside of a gang. That possibly could have a RICO or something in the future, which you don't want to do. How do you show that, they fell out recently? And if you say you fell out recently, you can say that all this time he was with him. You say he had friends and loved ones. He may not want to say that name, but just different ways you can look at it. How 12 different jurors will look at this stuff with Timu here. Defendant Rashad Murphy is a documented 1200 gang member, and defendant Davion Murphy is a documented 1200 gang associate. There's an ongoing rival gang war between 6 Block and the two alleged gangs, ATK and 1200. What page? This is page 3. All right, let's move to page 4.
If y'all see that picture of the girl right there,
sorry about that.
That's the girl. That's a picture of her when she dressed up, so we can see that she is not one of the girls that was at the party or in the video.
This is when Julio died. It depends on what time they say, but he died on 6/23. Isaiah Chance and his girlfriend Alicia Andrews were in the silver Chevy Cruze. They tracked and followed the victim and his entourage to 2 separate locations: Caesar's Gentlemen's Club, located, you see the address, and Truth 18 nightclub. Now, I want to stop right here and see how all the theories got stuff wrong on this, right? They got there that evening. They did not track Foolio to the Airbnb that he was at. They never went to Foolio's Airbnb. When you guys hear Airbnb, they got their own Airbnb like fucking idiots. They have their own Airbnb. They never went there. Now, what does this mean? This means these guys drove to Tampa to kill Foolio. The only thing they had to track his location was Foolio himself hosting that he was going to be performing at these 2 clubs. They went directly for the club. I mean, they went to McDonald's in between, but they never went to try to track him at the Airbnb. They were chasing Foolio because he put his location out. So Foolio did die by his location.
So I just want to stop it right there. So that's a big statement right there. He's right. If you really want to break this whole thing down by reading his paperwork, Foolio really is the reason why they was able to find out where he was at. They tracked him from the club. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they didn't. Nobody from the party or nothing dropped his low or nothing like that. But they just knew he was gonna be in Tampa because he posted it, and they knew he was gonna be at that club because he posted it, and that's where they tracked him from the club. So Foolio was the cause of his own death. Just got to keep it real.
You guys are thinking, well, some people at the party. This indictment is going to show they got zero information from anybody that was with Julio. They tried, but they got zero information. Light skin did not have the rental in his name, so we don't get to that. All right, so they get there, they tracking him to the club. The victim, Julio, Charles Jones, Julio, was scheduled to make an appearance at both teasers in Truth 18, which were advertised publicly via his Instagram account, Julio. At both locations, they got out of their vehicle, and Chance can be seen on video surveillance cameras utilizing a cellular phone, which the investigation reveals was Alicia Andrew's phone. This is something I'm telling y'all. Like, this girl has been portrayed to be the mastermind. But when I read this indictment, this girl is somebody who rode with them. She just rode with them. Her life is over because she got in the car. I'm trying to think about how many videos been made saying she at the party, saying she backdoored them, saying she hit up this person inside. This girl got in the car. That was it. She did do one thing prior to leaving that her lawyer is going to have the tricky thing with. But I don't think that's, I think she can get out of the one thing. Oh yeah, by the way, and I want to admit I was wrong or something too. All y'all people who told me she wasn't going to flip, she kind of flipped.
She did kind of snitch a little bit. She snitched a little bit.
If I was her, I mean, she's the one who could turn state's evidence against her.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Once you read the paperwork, yeah, she could
really
slide out.
Only in the car. All right. So you got the Chevy Cruze, you got Isaiah Timu Chance, and you got Alicia Andrews in that car. And the other three men, the two brothers, the scared dude, Davion Murphy, and Lil Light Skin was in the Chevy Impala. In addition, Isaiah Timu Chance had his own phone. He had his own phone with him. He wasn't using it. I'm like, why wasn't he? Okay, so they think they smart, but they not. This why he was only using her phone to contact Lil Light Skin in the other car. He only used his girlfriend's phone. And I'm like, why would he do that? Like, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. Like, was he trying to set her up with some shit? But I'm sure I gotta stop thinking like myself, and I gotta think like a dumbass. I think that this is what I'm saying. I don't think this girl had nothing to do with it or it's very limited because in his brain, he thinking they're not gonna go after her. They're not gonna check her. You know what I'm saying? Like she completely removed from it. This is my chick I'm messing around with. So as long as I turn my phone off, which is dumbass don't know, it's still being tracked, and I just use her phone, then we good. Y'all tell me in the comment why you think he used her phone. I couldn't come up with nothing else. My brain can't think that fucking stupid. But that's the only thing I can come up to with why he kept using her phone. So we got Alicia Andrews in the car with them. She didn't make one phone call to anybody. The calls are coming from Isaiah Timu Chance contacting a Little Light Skin in the other car. All right, let's keep going. Call detail record shows Timu, her phone was communicating with Lil Light Skin, who was in the second vehicle, the Chevy Impala. In addition, Timu had his own phone, which was active in the vicinity of the murder scene. While Timu was seen on camera using Alicia's phone outside of the vehicle, Chance, Timu, was wearing a black hoodie with a distinctive red logo on. After the cell phone communication, the second suspect vehicle, a black Chevy Impala, arrived at these locations. So it appears the Cruze would pull up with Timu and the girl, and they was trying to pop Foolio at one of these club locations. That could be the only thing. And I'm like, well, why would they doing the phone call thing? Why didn't they just both go? I guess you're a little suspicious if you're two cars. So they got a little boy and a girl, which would seem harmless instead of three niggas strapped up. So that's probably why they did it. The victim was traveling in a 3-car convoy with other friends and acquaintances. At the hotel, the Chevy Cruze drives by the victim's parked vehicle twice and leaves. Then 3 shooters get out of the black Chevy Impala armed and begin shooting at the victims' vehicles, killing Charles Jones, Julio, and shooting victim number 2, Xavier Edwards. We now know the other people shot. They shot Xavier Edwards. They shot someone by the name of Gino Norris. We'll look that up if y'all want to during this live. And number 4, Camilla Bentley. Based on the investigation, the 3 shooters in the black Chevy Impala are Rashad Murphy, Crybaby, Sean Gatewright, Lil Light Skin, and Davion Murphy. Based on the video surveillance footage of the murder at approximately 4:34 hours at 6 on this day, you know the date, the suspect Impala can be seen arriving at the intersection and took the same path of travel as the victims into the hotel. The victims parked on the south side of the building near an overhang by the front door. The Impala instead made a hard right and drove the long way. We are moving on to page 5.
Hey, y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. We got 30-some people here. We only got 20 likes, man. Get that like button. This is going to get real interesting here.
Round the hotel as if to avoid line of sight with the victim for 37 hours. It's been 3 minutes. They're just cruising by this dude. Sitting in their park not knowing he's about to die. The crews can be seen driving south on that road at a high rate of speed.
Shout out to Rich Supreme. Shout out to Rich Supreme for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro.
So this is Timu and his girl ran a red light, pulled into it. The crews did not take the long way around. Instead, it passed the victims along the south side and then made a U-turn on the west side of the building as the Impala parked. The crews then drove back the way it came in and passed the victims a second time before leaving the parking lot. At approximately 4:38 hours, 3 shooters exited the parked Impala and began working their way towards the victim's location on foot.
Shout out to Richard for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, gang.
They're placing Lil Light Skin, Crybaby, and
that's love there.
But you're gonna see later on. They're gonna talk like Rashad was actually in the cruise with Isaiah and Alicia, unless I read some shit wrong. The 3 shooters were described as follows. Shooter 1 was an average-sized male with dark skin exposed above his face mask, wearing military-style black leather boots, long dark jeans and a rip in the left knee, a black leather belt, and black hoodie. Shooter 1 was armed with a pistol that had
said it.
Visible extended magazine sticking out of it. Shooter 1 carried the pistol in his left hand. This is very important that he carried it in his left hand, coming up here, and shot with his left hand. Shooter 1 is Crybaby, y'all. So Crybaby is the first one on that footage that ran, and you barely saw him as he went down the bottom of the screen, and he went down and started shooting first. The person to me who I think actually killed Julio,
the light-skinned nigga.
The
light-skinned nigga.
And I got a surprise for y'all. This ain't Lil Light Skin first time shoot Julio. Couldn't believe it. And then that means Davion would have been the one on the opposite side, parked by the Tesla. So you got Crybaby running first with the gun, Lil Light Skin, and Davion both had switches. It says the Tesla camera and Sentry mode capture not only both suspect vehicles driving right in front of them, but also all 3 shooters on foot passing to get to the victims. The 3 shooters were described as, I already did that, my bad. Shooter 1 carried the pistol in his left hand and shot it with his left hand. Shooter 2 was a skinny male, taller, wearing a dark blue hoodie and long black pants. Shooter 2 had lighter skin complexion, showing above his face mask to the top of his hood and in the break from his gloves to his sleeve. Shooter 2 was armed with a long AR-style rifle that had a bag attached to the ejection portion side, consistent in appearance to black mesh brass catcher. Brass catchers are designed to attach to rifles for the purpose of collecting spent casings as they are ejected from the firearm, preventing them from falling to the ground. Shooter 3 was heavier than the other 2 shooters and was wearing all black clothing with an orange ski mask on. You got one nigga in all black, one nigga in blue, one nigga in orange.
We know Shooter 3 is the nigga that came out with the puppy.
Shooter 3 was also armed with the AR-style rifle equipped with an apparent brass catcher as well. Shooter 1 fired the first shot directly at the windshield of charge. So he fired 31 shots from the 9. They got 9 31 shells cased. I'd be interested to know, did Crybaby kill Julio, or was it Lil Light Skin? I highly doubt if it was Davion. He was on the driver's side, far away, bent down. I highly doubt it was him. But Julio did jump through the middle, and he did land behind the driver's side in the rear seat. So could be Davion. I don't know. Ultimately, 31 9mm spent shell casings were recovered in the area, consistent with where Shooter 1 stood. Shooter 2 and 3 with the rifles also appeared to target Charles Jones' vehicle. However, this is important. The Nissan Altima, which was positioned approximately 10 feet south of Charles. Was that Julio girlfriend car, or was that just some other guys with him? Because watch on page 6. Page 6.
Hit that like button for me, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Listen, let me tell you something. This shit finna get real interesting here. And if you don't want to take
Nissan appeared to have been
and if you don't
intentionally targeted as well as multiple bullet
how
strikes
this bullshit go.
hits his back window, and ultimately one of them struck victim 4. So 4 people got shot, 1 died. So only
if y'all don't want
other people got shot in Foolio's car.
If y'all don't want to,
the 4th victim was in the other.
Why does shit keep doing it? If y'all don't want to read the paperwork yourself, I suggest y'all just sit right here and listen to it. Put it on your headphones, or put it up, turn it on the TV, or turn it up and just listen to this shit. Cause this shit get real interesting. This shit like you need some popcorn. I'm telling you.
It's not a direct comparison to what happened to Young and Ace. You know, everybody in Young and Ace's car got shot, and Young and Ace lived, and everybody died. This could possibly help Young and Ace, right? It could, I don't know, could probably because he rapping about all 4 people in Julio car got shot.
But that's not true, right?
So, I mean, if I'm him and they try to come and say I have something to do with it, he's not giving accurate information, and he would know if he set this up and he sent these guys out there. Thanks for the subscription, Mom Brat 306. Appreciate
so
that.
One of the people in Julio car didn't get shot.
I don't know what y'all think about that. All right, so where we stopped off at, Julio and 2 other people were shot in his car, and 1 person was shot in the Nissan Altima.
Mm-hmm.
No spent rifle casings were recovered at the scene, further confirming that the rifles were equipped with brass catchers. The 31 9mm casings were analyzed, and they were determined to have likely been fired by a Generation 5 Glock. That's important. Based on the video surveillance footage obtained at Teasers, the club, Troop 18, and the hotel, the occupants, light-skinned girl and Chance Timu, Zay, y'all call him Zay, I call him Timu, of the Chevy crews were acting as lookouts and tracking the movements of the victims by first placing the targeted victim, Charles Jones, in their line of sight before the occupants of the Chevy Impala arrived at the first 2 locations, and before the occupants of the Chevy Impala get out of the vehicle to shoot the victims while seated in their vehicle. I want to stop right here and say this right here. I personally think this girl has something to do with it, just like everybody else. But I play devil's advocate in a courtroom. I have read nothing to show that this girl has something to do with this. I know she was in the car. I'm just saying what her lawyer got to work with, because this indictment says that both of them was being used as lookouts, but the evidence is only showing Isaiah. Isaiah has Alicia's phone. Isaiah is contacting Sean Gates, right? Isaiah is doing everything. All I see, and I'm not going on opinion. My opinion, she has something to do with it. But if I'm looking at the facts, I see a girl in the car, her boyfriend. Her lawyer got something to work with. Y'all stop me when you see a direct involvement from Alicia Andrew. And I'm not trying to take up for somebody, because I think that she has something to do with it. I believe she guilty as well. I'm just looking at this as a court case. I don't see any evidence as we go so far that fucks her up. But there is something that's going to fuck her up. We're going to talk about it when we get to that part.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate you.
A license plate reader search was conducted for the vehicles matching the make, model, and year range of the suspect's vehicles, with guidance of having likely traveled from Jacksonville, Florida to Tampa, Florida. The results of the LPR research revealed the possible tag for the black Chevy Impala suspect vehicle tag number, and then the Impala tag number The Impala is registered to Lil Light Skin, Sean Gathwright's address. Research revealed a possible tag for the Chevy Cruze as Florida tag, which was registered from Jacksonville. The Cruze was registered to a female who was confirmed to have shared an address with the defendant, Crybaby, Rashard Murphy's blood brother. Got the Cruze going to Rashard, which is going to make sense when you see how they drive this bitch back. And you got the Impala going to Lil Light Skin. Photos from the license plate reads both confirmed vehicles were a consistent match to include color, tint, rims, trim, and other physical characteristics to the suspect's vehicles as they were seen on camera, to include the damage to this Chevy Cruze. That's going to be funny. The research determined both vehicles left Jacksonville area approximately in the afternoon of 6/22, around the same time that the vehicle the victim began posting on Instagram. Listen to that. I'm going to read that again for all of the people who was wrong. And I ain't picking on the YouTubers who was wrong because y'all saw I was wrong too. We all was wrong.
All of us was wrong.
This case is way more simpler than we thought. Them motherfuckers was in Jacksonville. Julio made that first Airbnb post. That ended his life. When he said, "Hey man, y'all come on up, man. Hit me up for the addy." When you're not seeing him on camera, he just showing the Airbnb and he go out to the pool. That ended his life right there.
Facts.
Shout out to Clean Black Sneaker. They sitting at home in Jacksonville. They watching Julio post this, and they immediately start planning to go to Tampa from right there. This was not pre-planned way before. As soon as he started posting on Instagram, offering to share his address at the Airbnb, the following listing hits confirmed the path of travel, both vehicles from Jacksonville, Florida to Tampa, Florida. Now watch how they track these motherfuckers. The police report it. What we are? We're going to page 7 now. Page 7 of the indictment.
I told you in Florida they don't play, baby. Straight. Listen, y'all talking to a Florida boy. They don't play in Florida, bro. I'm telling you now. That shit, I know they do in Chicago and all the other states and all their cities and shit. But in Florida, shit.
They completely cooked. Look, that's both vehicles. Confirmed both vehicles traveled in the south direction from Jacksonville area to the Tampa area prior to the homicide, then left the Tampa area in the afternoon following the homicide. The Cruze traveled back towards Jacksonville and the Impala traveled east towards Polk County. You're going to find out why. At least 4 of the hits registered at the same readers at the same time within seconds apart. The 4 hits where both vehicles were following each other include, they put the 4 hits right there. 2 of the 4 hits together were within the city of Tampa. The second hit of both vehicles together in the city of Tampa is just approximately 53 minutes prior to both vehicles being seen arriving at the offense scene on camera. Damn. Research revealed that on 5/28/24, less than a month before the murder, a BMW bearing Florida tags registered to defendant Isaiah Timuze Chance was autographed in the driveway of the defendant Sean Gathwright's house. What they're establishing is they know each other.
Mm-hmm.
On a tow truck, the suspect Black Impala was. Move over to page 8.
They got him, bro. It's get worse, bro. It get worse, bro. I'm telling you. It get way worse than this him.
All right. This is page 8, right? Okay. That vehicle was also registered to a little light-skinned Sean Gathwright's mother. However, it was determined to be primarily driven by a little light-skinned Sean Gathwright as his personal vehicle. Both vehicles were placed into FCIC as felony wanted vehicles on 6/26. This is 3 days after the murder at approximately 6:45 in the morning, Gwinnett County. So this is in Georgia. 3 days after the murder, sheriff located the suspect, the Cruze vehicle, that the Murphys.
Rashad.
But yeah, one of them was going to leave the driveway from Florida, pulling into a hotel parking lot in Norcross, Georgia. I ain't too far from where I'm at. Attempted a felony traffic stop to take the vehicle into custody, at which point the sole occupant, a black male, jumped out of the driver's seat
Rashad
on foot, ignoring law enforcement commands to stop. The black male was arrested for obstruction and was identified as the defendant, Rashad.
Crybaby. Crybaby. Puppy man.
I don't understand why they do shit like this. If you this scared, why would you be involved in shit like this? You crying, holding the dog, and my nigga, you ran out first and dumped 31 bullets in the front of a hotel, in front of the hotel door. I don't understand these kids, man. If you this scared. Rashad Murphy was driving the suspect. Your type of, make sure I'm live. Type of one if I'm live. I'm using it. My Canon camera did a little flick, just making sure y'all can still see me. Type of one if I'm live.
Hit that like button, guys.
I'm gonna keep going.
Hit that like button for me, please. Hit that like button for me. This shit get real spicy in a minute here.
Yo, am I live? I don't see shit.
I appreciate y'all for hitting that like button because y'all have been hitting that like button.
All right, let's go back to the paperwork. Oh, we got Rashad running from the cops in Norcross, Georgia. The black male was arrested for obstruction, and he was identified as the defendant, Rashad Crybaby Murphy.
Now, that's 3 days after Foolio'S murder.
Chevy Cruze seen on the video at the scene of the homicide during its capture in Georgia. Examination of the Chevy Cruze, when compared to the video surveillance footage at the offense scene, showed matching damage on the rear passenger side skirt, confirming it is the exact vehicle that was seen arriving at the homicide scene around the time the black Chevy Impala arrived to carry out the homicide. So you can't just say this is some random Chevy Impala that looked like this is color. We got Rashad Murphy in the vehicle, who is in a gang and a prime enemy of the suspect, who was driving the vehicle 3 days after the homicide. The Impala was captured in Polk County. This is the same 3 days. So this shit is crazy, fam. So 3 days after the murder, we got people up here in Georgia getting Rashad Murphy. Also 3 days, they down in Polk County. I don't know. Y'all tell me what other cities in Polk County. I don't know. One I know is Lakeland.
Auburndale, Bartow, Haines City.
In Polk County, near the house of Lil Light Skin, Sean Gathright, family member, witness number 1. Family telling on his ass. So the detective goes to the family house. The family basically says they was in contact with Sean on the afternoon of the murder. Show the phone number. Lil Light Skin told whoever witnessed 1 he was on his way to visit and subsequently arrived at the residence sometime during the evening hours of the murder. Witness number 1 advised that when he arrived, he was driving the black Impala. So they got a witness that say on the day of the murder, they got the vehicle leaving Tampa. He in it, and he arrived at this place where he said he was going to be. According to witness 1, Sean Gathright visit, he stated that he had given a ride to a couple of his friends. He snitched without knowing. So what witness 1 assumed was the Tampa area. Sean ate dinner at the witness house, went into the bedroom to rest for a short time, and then left to return to Jacksonville. He left the Chevy Impala at the house and drove away, a gold 2004 Toyota 4Runner, which is also registered to his mom back in Jacksonville. Witness 1 advised that prior to switching vehicles, Sean removed items from the Impala and transferred them to the 4Runner.
Boy, they got a lot of evidence, boy. It's like that O-Block shit. They use their own cars.
Oh, man. What are we going to? Page 9 now? Let me close this out. This is crazy how these guys are getting tracked. But wait till you see the little girl talking in her interrogation. So So on page 9, little light-skinned Sean Gathright said that some of those items were camera bags. I got a lot of camera bags here. They don't look like a long duffel bag to me. Gathright allegedly used to store his photography equipment in. Witness 1 they gave consent to the detectives to review their video surveillance camera footage. The detectives confirmed. Little light-skinned arrived at the house 12 hours after the murder. He got there about 4:30 in the afternoon, wearing all black clothes similar in style to what was observed on a surveillance video. They weren't even smart enough to change their fucking clothes that they killed someone in. And by this time, by 4:30, I want to say the next day because you know how we look at time. He really died that day because it was after midnight. So by 4:30 that same day, Julio died. It was everywhere. I mean, 4:30 is 1 hour prior to Young and Ace's first video dropping. Everybody knew this shit would have been all on the news in fucking Florida. It would have been all over Northern Central Florida news station. And he ain't even changed his fucking clothes. He ain't even changed his damn clothes. Sean Gathright went inside of the house for a couple of hours and then came back outside at about 6:30. So he's been at this house for two hours. He appeared to be wiping or cleaning the vehicle's exterior and interior door handles with a rag while he appeared to be speaking on a cellular phone. Yo, bruh, check this out, man. Now, I don't know if this witness old, but if this is his friend, y'all tell me in the comment section. This is somebody his age. You in your house. Hold on. We're going to get back to where I left off at. You in your house. And the news stations all showing that Julio died. Now, if you friends with Sean Gathright, y'all gonna find out this man has done some more harmful shit prior to this. This ain't his first rodeo. And the last time I went live, I told y'all he was wanted for like murder for something that happened a year before. That ain't his only rodeo either. So if you his homies, you know this information. You in the house, you looking at the news. You look outside. A little light skin out there. Wiping the door handles off with rags, the inside and outside of the door. And he just told you he was with some friends in Tampa. What are you thinking? If this is his parents, then, you know, I don't know. But if this anybody around his age, right? Y'all know that man has something to do with it. You know he has something to do with it. Oh, dude, he got prior. This ain't his first time shooting Julio. Boy, wait, this man really wanted to kill Julio. So we left off with him wiping and cleaning the vehicle's exterior and interior door handles with a rag while he appeared to be speaking on the phone. He also transferred multiple bags into the garage in the 4Runner because he's leaving the Impala here in whatever city in Polk County. He about to take the 4Runner, but he's switching his bag. He left. So we still on 3 days after the murder. During the evening hours, Jacksonville Sheriff Office conducted a traffic stop or a traffic infraction on a 4Runner with little light-skinned driving. How the fuck both of these dudes get pulled over 3 days? Like, like they're not even looking for the 4Runner. You just got bad luck. You got pulled over 3 days after you killed somebody. During the search, the officer located a Glock 9mm. This one y'all about to get shot. Automatic pistol in the center console. The search also revealed a bag consisting to one being transferred from the Impala to the 4Runner at his family member's home. Inside the bag, they locate rifle live rounds, just the rounds, and approximately 9 rifle spent casings. They also locate a loose 9mm barrel and a loose firing pin belonging to the Glock. The barrel and firing pin were determined to come from a Generation 5 9mm Glock, which would have been similar to what Rashad Crybaby had during the murder. However, Ultimately, neither the pistol found in the car or loose barrel and firing pin matched the casings recovered from this homicide. The spent rifle casings found in Sean Gates Wright's vehicle did have a presumptive match to 2 prior shootings. One of the shootings was a homicide on 5/23/24. This dude, yeah, it literally a month apart. This dude murdered somebody May the 23rd, then murdered Julio June 23rd. But it gets worse. The person that was murdered on May the 23rd lived in close proximity to the girlfriend of defendant Isaiah Zay Timu Chan, which would be Alicia Andrews. The second shooting was a prior attempt on the life of victim Charles Jones on October the 7th. Check this out. Lil Light Skin is the guy who shot Julio in the foot last year.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Y'all remember the details of this? This is fucking crazy, bro. If y'all remember the details, Julio said on October the 7th, at about 5 o'clock in the morning, his vape went out. How do you randomly get up to go get a vape at 5 something in the morning and somebody shoot up your entire car? That means Lil Light Skin was waiting to ambush Julio, almost blowing half of his foot off. Didn't get him, and got him a little bit less than a year later. This is fucking crazy. I can't help but to believe that. I don't think that it was Lil Light Skin just gonna shoot Julio in the foot, shot up his whole car, and he was by himself. And then the second time when he got a crew. So I don't have any evidence of this, but I think this crew that's on the bottom of my screen, I think this is the same crew that tried to get him. The same exact crew. It's fucking bananas. This is fucking crazy. 4 days after the murder, on June 27th, at approximately 7 p.m., Jacksonville Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant in retaliation to this homicide on the house of Isaiah Timu Zay Chance. Present at Isaiah Chance's house during the execution of the search warrant was his current girlfriend, defendant Alicia Andrew. So they did. So the police came to them twice, June 27th, and then again on July 27th. We're going to page 10.
I told y'all this shit good, ain't it? I told this shit like a movie, dog. It get better than this, dog. Salute to this guy too, man. He's he great at narrating this shit. John Hines, y'all go subscribe to this channel.
During the search warrant, officers observed in plain sight items of evidence that appeared could possibly be linked to the homicide in Tampa, to include a Glock 9mm pistol with an extended magazine, a box to a Generation 5 Glock 9mm firearm, a box that just so happened to fit the bullet that allegedly Rashad Crybaby Murphy was carrying. Just so happens to be in Lil Timu house, in Zay house. Zay for the people watching from Florida. And notes detailing Glock switches in the notebook. This Isaiah Chance wrote notes. These young kids is writing notes, bro. Detectives also observed a poster of a drawing with fists making thumbs down symbol and the words "bully down" hanging on Chance's bedroom wall. Detectives indicated that they knew from their intimate knowledge of the rivalry between ATK and 6 Block gang was a disc showing disrespect to the victim Julio. Now, this is what I said when I first read this morning, y'all. When these kids go on social media and try to throw hints like they killed somebody, right? They're bragging. He never showed this poster online. No one sees this poster but him. That means this is a trophy. This is his personal trophy for knowing that he had something to do with killing Julio. This is sociopathic behavior. It's not for the clout. He putting it online. This just me in my home. I know what I did. Let's keep going. So you won't get confused. The first house of a little light skin, Sean, that was his friend. But now they about to search Sean's house on 627 as well. That means that by the time the police gave that conference, man, they had these guys. That's why the officer went live and said that, we 100% will catch the killers. They gone already. 3 days after they got all this evidence. At approximately 1900 hours, simultaneously executed the search warrant at Sean's house in reference to one of their own homicide investigations. Scope of their search included any firearms-related items. During the search inside of Sean's home, in a gun safe, they locate multiple rifles with at least one equipped with a brass catcher consistent with the one seen on camera being used, and our homicide of Julio. 2 9mm spent casings were also found in the same safe as the rifle. The spent 9mm casings found in Little Light Skin Sean Gathwright's safe were a presumptive match to the 9mm shell casings found at the scene of this homicide and attempted homicides that occurred on 6/23/24, providing a link between Sean and the Glock pistol used at the scene of the murder and motive evidence for previously trying to kill the victim, Julio. Listen. I just want to post a statement to say that this is not true. This is nowhere in any of the paperwork, nowhere on the footage. This is not true. I go by facts over here. Facts only. All right. When you talk about homicide, let's look at little light skin Sean right here in the middle. How do I point Sean right here. Just point Sean right here. He was wanted for a shooting in Mississippi a year ago. That would have been last summer. Then, 3 months later, in October, he shoots Julio waiting outside of his home at 5 a.m., landing Julio, almost blowing his foot off. He comes back in May, and there's another murder committed by allegedly Sean Gathwright on May the 23rd, leading up to killing Julio, June 23rd. You're going to start to see some things that people do when they're a homicidal maniac. Why would Sean Gathwright wash all the fingerprints off the car to try to get rid of evidence? So far, they're tying them to the murders with the shell casings because the police do not have the actual murder weapon. They got the casings that match. Why would he not throw the casings away? Why would the casings be inside of a safe instead of just throwing them over a fucking bridge? In my opinion, I don't think that part's because he's stupid, even though he did a lot of stupid stuff. I think that that's the homicidal maniac's personal trophy. The same way Zay, little Timu, can sit in his house and stare at the poster and know he killed Julio, Sean Gathwright can open the safe and just play with it. This is the shell case. He couldn't let it go. He could not let it go. You start to see these tendencies in these motherfuckers, man. All right. So far they have did a search warrant on Little Light Skin house and Zay Timu's house. I want to point out to anybody saying they got the murder weapon. I'm going to read this sentence right here. The actual Glock used in this homicide has not yet been recovered by law enforcement. I'm gonna tell you guys when I think they got rid of that when they start going through the case, the time period of the murder. When Rashad Crybaby Murphy was found by the Gwinnett County Sheriff Office, he was found in possession of an iPhone. He was actively using to get GPS directions back to the hotel he was caught driving the vehicle at. Rashad Murphy's girlfriend was inside the hotel. Gwinnett Sheriff Office homicide detective A. Carter conducted a consensual interview with Rashad Murphy's girlfriend, who advised the phone Rashad had with the phone number was hers. So it's all this says his girlfriend phone number. Pull up slide number 11 of 18. A search of the phone in possession of the defendant, Rashad Crybaby Murphy, provided evidence into this homicide. In the device on June 18th, around 5:59 p.m., a photograph was taken of the Florida driver's license belonging to the defendant, Davion Murphy. They're just saying inside the girl's phone was his brother, Davion Murphy. I don't think that's nothing really big. It's just overkill of evidence, so they can't say they don't know each other. It's kind of petty evidence to me. Motherfucker, they brothers. You know what I'm saying? We know they know each other. Yeah, I'm calling him Timu because of the slides. Timu because of the slides he got arrested in. So this is just petty evidence right here, but they just saying like, my nigga, gotcha. Providing a link between Rashad and Davion on the day of the day before the murder, 6/22/24 to approximately 2:09 a.m. A photograph was taken which depicted the feet of the person taking the photograph and the floorboard of a vehicle. The person in the photograph was wearing black military-style boots consistent with the appearance of the boots seen on camera worn by Shooter One, a.k.a. Rashad Murphy. Guys, I talked to somebody before the live about this. I said, yo, I do a lot of murder cases, and you look at the Netflix documentary about this lady stalking this fucking guy. And the reason they realized that she killed this chick he was fucking is because she dropped her fucking phone and it flashed and took a photo of the girl's feet. I don't like this shit happen to everybody except for me. Do this happen to y'all? This motherfucker is sitting in the car, accidentally take a shot, a picture, face down at the floorboard of the car with his feet, with the same outfit on. Rashad Murphy. In the same vehicle that's on camera at the hotel. How much bad luck can you have? How much bad luck can you have? On a random stop in Georgia. Oh my God, they threw their life away. You threw your life away for that, man. Did that happen to y'all? It don't happen to me. I don't know. I don't even put cases on my phone. I just put a little something on the top. I rock my phone naked. I ain't never dropped my phone. I don't get it. But hey, so that's more, add that to more evidence. Although y'all ain't heard about Walmart yet. I don't know how, maybe this shit is out of order because they should already mention Walmart. But yeah, let's keep going. It gets worse, y'all. Look at this shit here. The person in the photograph wearing the black military style boots consisted of appearance of boots on camera Shooter One. At approximately 4:11 a.m., a screenshot of an Airbnb rental confirmation was taken, which read, "Hello, Rashad, and thanks for the reservation." I see why Rashad was crying. Lord have mercy, I see why Rashad was crying. Boy, Rashad, you giving away all the goddamn info, Rashad. You done drove the fucking car to Georgia, got pulled over. Damn, you and little light skin fucking shut up. Then you done took a picture of your feet by accident in the murder vehicle with the same outfit the murderer have on. Then you got a Airbnb in Tampa registered in your name. But y'all ain't like us in the 90s. We would have drove down that bitch, stole the car, and slept in it. You got an Airbnb registered in your government name, Rashad Crybaby Murphy? What the hell wrong with these boys? And it sounds so innocent. Then shot at 3 cars, popped 4 people, killed 1 person. all the carnage. And that motherfucker say, I'm sorry I lost my place. Oh, there you go. Hello, Rashad, and thanks for your reservation. The confirmation text in the Airbnb related that per the HOA policy, the renter needed to submit a photo of a valid ID. So that's why the ID was inside his girlfriend's phone. Around the same time the screenshot of the Airbnb confirmation text was taken, a photo of Rashad Murphy's Florida identification card was taken, which means the owner of the Airbnb got to pick the fucking photo of Rashad's fucking ID. The Airbnb booked under the name defendant Rashad Murphy was identified as a townhouse. I do got pictures in my phone. If y'all want to see the photos of the Airbnb, I may show the photos that they lived in so you can see, because there's going to be certain times they're not going to come on camera when we go to the discussion of what happened directly after the murder. And I can tell you why some of them weren't popping on camera. So I may post this Airbnb up here. This was 1.3 miles away from the homicide scene. Yo, I need to talk to y'all. Because what we know right now is that they had no plan. The only way they killed Julio is they drove down there. They knew that Julio was going to perform at both of those places. They did not know where Julio's Airbnb was. All the other people on YouTube making videos talking about they pulled up at the Airbnb, they got this paperwork wrong. They went to their own Airbnb. But here's my thing. Tampa is a huge city.
It is pretty big.
Is it A, if Julio performing at these two clubs, he probably gonna stay somewhere in this area. So let's get an Airbnb in this area. Is it B, there is some inside person? Or is it C, they got lucky as hell? Because they are 1.3 miles away from where they killed him. Is it A, is it B, or is it C?
That means that once Julio was murdered, they were 1.3 miles away from the murder scene. So when the police and all that was out there searching, doing all that, they was 1.3 miles away in an Airbnb. Crikey. Like the crocodile hunter, crikey. But listen, it gets worse on Rashad end, y'all. Y'all just lay around for this shit.
What's up, Miss Nurse, Miss Lisa Nurse? Says inside person for sure. We're gonna talk about an inside person on here when I get to that page.
Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. And please donate to the channel. The Cash App is pinned at the top of the chat. Thank you. This is hilarious, though. This is good.
And it really didn't come from an inside person. I need to go back to the document. We left off that they were 1.3 miles away from the homicide scene. The Airbnb was booked for 6/22 to 6/24.
By Rashad.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This was proven to be the Airbnb the defendant stayed at during their time in Tampa, even though they're going to leave the same day of the murder. So they're going to check out early. The Airbnb was equipped with a Ring camera at the front door. Booyah! This is how they really going to get fucked. There's no way that they can prove that they were not in town. Even if they book some shit, they about to get busted right here. At approximately 7:55 p.m. on 6/22, so it's that Friday afternoon. I'm guessing. Let me pull up my calendar. I know he died on the 23rd. I just don't know what day it was.
I know Julio in the afterlife mad than a bitch that these motherfuckers killed him, bro.
All right, so Saturday. They got there on a Saturday. So Saturday, 6/22 at 7 p.m. For all the other people that said that they got there days before and they got people in the lobby, all that shit was lies. I ain't gonna say lies. Just incorrect information. I don't want to say nobody a liar, but incorrect information. They got that Saturday night. They got them on camera. They tracked their vehicles. They left about 4:30 p.m., which it shows on this affidavit. And it takes 3 hours to get to Tampa. They arrive at the Airbnb on schedule at 7:55 p.m. 7:55 p.m. Fulio had already placed earlier on that day, because I saw it when he did it. I remember watching him like, this motherfucker crazy, giving away his location. Don't he know everybody want to kill him? So they get there at 8 p.m. that night. La Crystal Hendricks, appreciate that, La Crystal. Appreciate that donation. All right. I'm trying to stop and talk and make sure I keep my place. The defendant, Alicia Andrews, can be seen ringing the doorbell and entered via the front door. Alicia walked in the front door. The ring camera is set to capture any motion near the front door, and there were no further activations throughout the evening of 6/22 and going into the date of 6/23. The owner of the Airbnb related there is a back door with no camera. I think at this point, I do want to show you guys. I do want to show y'all how the Airbnb looked, because are they trying to set this girl up? I mean, think about it, y'all. Isaiah Chance got his phone on him, but his phone turned off. The whole time he talking, he using Alicia Andrews. There's a ring camera on the front of the Airbnb, but the only person that we see walk in prior to the murder, because you're going to see him later. The only person we see, well, actually, I already saved it. Did I already save it to my computer? I think I already saved it. The only person walking through the front door is Alicia, who I found her TikTok, which is the thumbnail of the video, and her Instagram must be gone, but you'll find out why it's gone in this video. No, I did not do it, but I do it right now. But I don't know, it just seemed crazy. Also, in my opinion, I have no proof of this. In my opinion, all the guys walked through the back door. Shout out to my boy C Ward in the building. What's going on, my boy? Y'all don't worry. It'll take like a quick second. I'll do it. I don't know how y'all send yourself files. I just email myself.
That's how I do my shit too. I just email myself.
Good shit. So I got 2 pictures.
Bro, Fulio could have been alive, bro. He could have been alive, bro. All he had to do was not drop that location at that club, or not even just go, not even just fuck the club, fuck going to the club.
Let's pull up this house.
Damn, he could have been alive, dog. He must have really was tired, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn. He lined himself up.
We're gonna leave that up there, but we're gonna
And that jit wanted him bad because that jit laid outside his house the first time and shot him in the foot. That mean that motherfucker stayed out there all night waiting on you to come out that motherfucker, dog. That mean that motherfucker want your ass bad, boy.
212, apartment 212 is the one farthest to the right. Why that's important? Because if you got the last unit on the right, yeah, you can pull up, park right there. Or if you parked on the side where that truck is, it's even more convenient to go through the back door. That's the front. It's the farthest apartment. That's the Airbnb that the killers lived in. Spent the night. I don't tell you why. I don't know. They spent the night a little later. But that's where they got to meet up and plan and eat their McDonald's and shit before killing Julio. All right, now let me show you the backyard. So this is the backyard. And remember, they got the last unit on the end. So I think that those guys used the back door.
I think they did too.
Alicia walked through the front door. Which kills me with young kids, because if you don't stay 100% consistent, then it doesn't matter. If you don't go through the back door anytime, but you go through it one single time. Say you go in the house 10 times. 9 times you go through the back door. 1 time you go through the front. You fucking on camera, bruh. Like they be half-assing. like the cops gonna half-ass and shit. Like, well, check the camera at 4 o'clock and no one went through it. Let's just not look at any more of the footage. These motherfuckers be killing me, man. They do the dumbest shit, and you only get one opportunity because once the cop realize that you're the person that has something to do with it, you're fucked. All right, where did we leave off on
this? He kind of remind me of Sko a little bit. He kind of got that same vibe Sko be having when he be talking.
All right, so there's no activations on the front camera except for Alicia going in at 7:55 p.m. Following the homicide, the first activation on the Ring camera at the Airbnb was approximately 2:09 p.m. Now, I want y'all to think about that. Like, hold on, let me read the rest of this. 2:09 p.m. and it was of the defendant, Isaiah Zay Timu Chan, stepping out briefly. He probably had them shoes on when he was stepping out. Yo. Wonder did he have them shoes on? But check this out. Like, this is the shit when I try to tell y'all about how 12 jurors will see you, right? What y'all think a random soccer mom on the jury gonna think if they believe that Isaiah Chance has something to do with this murder, which they are after all of this fucking evidence, and they see the first time he's on camera after being involved with the murder of Julio, he's walking carrying a bag to the parking lot. Wait, hold on. He's stepping out briefly with a champagne flute in his hand. My man planned the murder of Julio, tracked him down, and think I'd have me a nice glass of that rosé. What you guys think? Fucking random jurors are gonna think that this man is sipping champagne after killing some motherfucker. This is what I'm saying, motherfuckers don't be thinking. And this is what I'm saying, what's the point of what's the point of going through the back door if you're not going to be consistent? You went through the back door every single time, but this one time, the most critical time after he dead, you come out the front door, stand in front of the Ring doorbell with a fucking champagne glass. So that's at 2:09 p.m. the first time you see them after the murder. Now, in my opinion, I'm like, so he dies at 4:37, 4:38 a.m. They don't get back to the Airbnb until 2, but they already inside. So in my opinion, the police are not going to find the murder weapons. That's the only thing they got rid of. And this is another example of them not being consistent. I think that they got rid of the murder weapons and came back to the Airbnb through the back door, but was dumb enough to be caught on front of the camera. After that, had to get inside the place. If you're not gonna get inside the place from the front door, the only other way is the back door. And we see from the building, you can easily go around to the side. All right. At 3:01 p.m., Big Bro Davion Murphy can be seen walking carrying a bag in the parking lot. He did not come out via the front door. Do y'all hear that? He did not come out via the front door, but the camera ended up picking him up. So he must have parked right out front. He ultimately comes back in through the front door. So he came out the back door, walked around, got this bag on. He thinking bag ain't gonna be seen on this. He come through the front door. But all of them are in the house, but it don't never show them going in the house. They was using the back door. Defendants Isaiah Chance and Sean. Remember that because we're going to the next page, page 12. Defendants Isaiah Chance and Sean. So the defendants Isaiah Chance and Sean passed the Ring camera multiple times. Look, after they kill Julio, they all on the motherfucking camera. Defendant Alicia Andrews can be seen leaving the Airbnb wearing the same clothes consistent to what she wore during the offense. The Ring video at the defense's Airbnb placed defendants Isaiah Timu Zay Chance, little light-skinned Sean Gath, right? Alicia Andrews, Davion Murphy in Tampa, and identifiable on camera. We got everybody that's identifiable except for Rashad Murphy. But here come Rashad. Yo, I'm really reading this on my mods. Make sure motherfucker got crazy in the chat. I can't really see the chat this time. Rashad Murphy was not captured on the Airbnb cameras. However, from the Airbnb cameras, a gray Infiniti can be seen waiting in the background as the defendants are leaving. This SUV was ultimately identified as an Uber. Watch how they get back to Jacksonville, y'all. The SUV departed from the Airbnb at 3:08 p.m. on the same day of the murder. So they kill him at 4:30, and they leave at 3:08. Damn. My boy went outside on the porch with some champagne, and they left an hour later. Just had their little toast to killing him, not in the Uber. The Uber was operated by Witness 2. So Witness 2 gonna be the Uber driver. I'm gonna call him Uber driver. Uber driver related he was hired via the Uber app to drive a customer from Tampa to Jacksonville. Uber driver related he picked up 3 people at the Airbnb the defendant stayed at while in Tampa and took those same 3 people to an address known to detectives to be Lil Light Skin, Sean Gathwright's home in Jacksonville. Ugh. Sorry, I'm allergic to stupidity. Okay. Let's see who these 3 dumbasses are who went directly to Lil Light Skin house. The Airbnb that they got in Rashad's name. With Uber driver related, he picked 3 Airbnb.
It just keep doing this
He
shit.
said that he picked up 3 people at the Airbnb the defendant stayed at while in Tampa and took those same 3 people to the address known as the Light Skin. Lil Light Skin Sean home is equipped with a Vivint surveillance camera. My. So they have 3 people hopping inside an Uber on one ring camper in Tampa. And when these people get out of the car at the approximate amount of hours it would take to get the fucking Jacksonville, they have another surveillance camera. The search warrant obtained for the Vivint video footage, which revealed the Uber driver arriving at approximately 6:31. They left at 3:08 or 3:09. Got there 6:31. That's the appropriate time it would take.
Hey man, look, bro. That's why I had to play his video for y'all, bro. This man did an excellent goddamn job of breaking this paperwork down. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. It's called John Hens. I subscribed and I hit the like button, bro. Listen, the man did an excellent job, bro. These people were on camera leaving the Airbnb. Uber pulled up. They got the Uber. They got the Uber description, the license plate. They then go use the Uber straight back to Jacksonville, go to the boy mama house. The boy mama house got a ring camera too. So it got them getting out the damn Uber at the boy mama house on the ring camera. So they got the ring camera from the Airbnb to the Uber, from then they got the Uber driver as a witness to picking them up and dropping them off. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's all bad.
And the footage, the defendants, Rashad Murphy, Isaiah Chance, and Alicia Andrew. Look at how you think you outsmarting the cops, but you fuck. Because Rashad could think, man, they got everybody in Tampa on video except for me. They ain't got me there. But you got a witness who picked up 3 people. Get out that car. You getting out that car. And the Airbnb is in your name. Rashad, you was the only dumbass that was smart enough to never use the front door. However, it doesn't fucking matter. Because all this tells me is that you use the back door every single time. No, didn't. The vivid footage defendant Alicia Andrew can be seen coming from the Uber on camera. Witness 2 identified the same 3 people seen on the vivid camera as the same 3 people he picked up in Tampa, placing defendants Rashad Murphy in Tampa with the other defendants at the Airbnb. On the vivid video, Rashad Crybaby Murphy can be seen wearing light blue jeans with a bunch of rips consistent to the ones he was wearing when he got caught driving the suspect silver cruise in Georgia during his capture. So when they say during his capture, that means July 29th. Yo, my nigga Rashad, like, why all your evidence is dumb as fuck? Why only you, my nigga? I see why you was crying. I see why you was crying. Your dumb ass get picked up inside the fucking cruise a couple days later. But when you go on a run, of all the jeans you could have been wearing, you are on the run on July 29th. You see 3 of your people already picked up. You decided, hey man, they already coming. But I might as well put the same britches I murked the nigga in on there. Rashad, why all your shit stupid? I mean, everybody's shit stupid, but your shit got a little extra spice of stupidity on it. I don't motherfucking stand. How many pair of jeans you got? What's wrong with these Florida killers? One nigga is addicted in shooting his first music video in a pair of T-moves, and the other nigga wearing the same breeches. Rashad Murphy, the only one that didn't have a switch. He didn't have a switch. Sean Gathright had a switch. Davion Murphy got a switch, but you got breeches. Breeches. Y'all know what this means. You know what? This is what the police say. The police be like, man, it would be lovely. I know it's not gonna happen because it done been over a month, but it'd be lovely if we could get that fucking clothes they had on. They probably burnt them bitches. Officer, yeah, what's going on? Rashad has on the same breeches. Excuse me? Yes, sir. Right there. Rashad has on the same breeches he had on that night. Breeches. I'm about to read. I'm about to go back to read. My bad. I'm about to read. Stupidity is overwhelming. Let's get thought of something. Hold on. This why this nigga would cry. That's why he would cry when he had that dog in his hand. That nigga had on the same breeches and no boxes. He came out in his drawers. Threw them bitches in the attic of the roof somewhere. He didn't have the same. He didn't have no option. This nigga had on that dog. Nigga, man up, nigga. We don't cry like that. What you crying for?
Nigga had on the same pants, dog. That shit crazy, dog.
Nigga had the same breeches.
Then got to know to come out with a Bible and a puppy in the same damn pants.
In addition to the capture footage of the Uber arriving post-homicide, the Vimit camera scene at Sean Gatebright's house captured pre-homicide activity at Sean house prior to the murder. The camera, so they do what I'm saying. The fact that y'all went there, now the police gonna look at all the fucking camera work. The camera showed defendants Isaiah Chance and Sean Gathright loading bags big enough to carry rifles inside of Gathwright's black Chevy Impala. Same Chevy Impala that they know for a fact was at the murder scene that was in Tampa. Early afternoon on that Saturday, 6/22, prior to the beginning of their trip to Florida. Search warrants were obtained for the cell site data for the phones of the defendant, Isaiah Timu Zaychans, Lil Light Skin, Sean Gathright, Alicia Andrews, Davion Murphy, and the device of Rashad Crybaby Murphy's girlfriend. That. So we leave off at his girlfriend, and let's open page 13.
Hey, 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 y'all.
Rashad uses.
Hey, y'all. Rashad better be glad they ain't use no motherfucking bloodhound, because he would have found this fuck out of him. He ain't bathed in 3 days. That bloodhound would have tracked his ass from Tampa, from Hillsborough County to Duval County, smelling like a goddamn turnip, smelling like a ninja. Hi-ya-ya-ya.
It was revealed Rashad Murphy left his girlfriend's phone in Jacksonville and likely traveled to Tampa with no phone of his own. The saddest shit when it comes to Rashad, what I'm learning is he tried to do the most to make sure he don't get caught, but in the way they caught him was in the most embarrassing way of most of these people. Rashad did not go on the camera at all at the Airbnb. Rashad didn't bring his phone. Rashad tried to take measures, and I hope you idiots who thinking about pulling drive-by and killing people, don't matter how intelligent you think you are, all it takes is one thing. The nigga that did the most is the one that's getting caught in an embarrassing way. He didn't even take his phone. None of them should have took a phone. He was smart enough not to do it, but he made other mistakes. From the geolocation cell tower data of Rashad Murphy's phone, it was determined he may have stopped at Walmart. This is what I want y'all to hear. He may have stopped at Walmart in Jacksonville the night before coming down to Tampa on 6/21. So Friday night at 10:24. Y'all see how fast I can read that military time, former military. Video was obtained from the Walmart that showed Rashad Murphy identifiable. And in this video, he was wearing all of the clothing consistent with Shooter 1. All you had to do is bathe, bruh. I'm not gonna say shower because I'm from the South like you, Shaw, crybaby. All you had to do is bathe, boy. You did all of that shit to hide, but since you ain't bathed and wore the same outfit Friday night, kill a motherfucker. When do you switch these jeans, nigga? We got one affidavit to show you done had these jeans on 3 goddamn days. I done seen you crying in these jeans. You at Walmart in these jeans. You renting Airbnbs in these jeans. Fuck. All you had to do was back. Somebody did. Why would you disrespect me if I can't read it? Somebody disrespect me. I can't see it, my nigga. I'm reading this shit right here, man. I'm reading these jeans, bro. Jeans just stink. I'm reading the jeans, bro. I can't. Don't waste your time. Wait till I'm finished doing it, then come talk shit to me. Because if you ain't never been to my channel, I talk shit back. I will pull you up here and we can go at it. But I want to get to the end of this right here, Jeans. I got a new nickname for Rashad. I ain't gonna call him Crybaby no more. Rashad will now be referred to as Genuine. The new nickname is Genuine. So video obtained Walmart showed he was wearing the clothes consistent with Shooter 1, who fired the Glock switch pistol. Rashad was wearing a dark black hoodie, long dark black jeans with a rip in the left knee, a black leather belt. The video cameras is picking up you niggas belts now, and a military style boots. How do we know he had on military style boots? Because the dumbass dropped the phone, which so happened to take a picture in the car facing down in the shoes. Rashad, Genuine, you got some badass stuff. Right. It should be noted Rashad Murphy is also verified to be left-handed. Remember, you look at the footage, Shooter 1 was shooting from his left hand. Rashad, your need to want to kill Julio made you use your dominant hand, knowing that you could at least try to hide it and hold it. Bro, you're left-handed. They got you. You getting caught in the duck. I see why you were crying. Let's keep going. I see why you were crying. Also verified to be left-handed, which is consistent with shooter one who utilizes left hand in the video surveillance from the homicide location. The cell site data from Alicia Andrew's phone. Ooh, now here we come with the girl. Here we come with the girl, y'all. Here we come with the girl. I'm so used to posting y'all comments up here, but I can't see, man. I also can't see. Raunchy Rashad. To be fair, maybe them jeans match this sneakers though. I don't know. He got a love attachment to them jeans. But we ain't through. Rashad gonna do some more stupid shit, but we moving on to Alicia. We ain't finished. He gonna do some more stupid shit. All right, let's get on Alicia. It was revealed Rashad Murphy left his girlfriend's home in Jacksonville, likely to travel to Tampa with the phone. Oh, we down here. We down here. Okay. The cell data from Alicia Andrews' phone showed her phone traveling from Jacksonville, Florida to Tampa. The phone departed Jacksonville at approximately 4:30 p.m. on that Saturday, 6/22, and arrived in Tampa at the Airbnb at approximately 7:50. This is a direct shot. Andrew's phone was tracking to the Airbnb at the same time she was seen on camera there, arriving at the front door at 7:55 p.m. With the phone in her hand. And they got the phone tracked all the way to her walking up to the Airbnb on the motherfucker. Oh my. Y'all need to go back and watch my other live where I talk about the importance of your freedom in eating a sandwich. Because that's all I'm thinking right now. This dumb shit right here. This girl didn't even do nothing in here but just with them. With them. Andrew's phone was tracked to the Airbnb at the same time she was in the camera. Prior to the departure of Teaser. So now we skip into the club. Prior to leaving the club, her phone traveled to the McDonald's at 11:05. This is gonna be funny, y'all. No, that's the address. This was at 1:40 p.m. This is what I'm telling y'all. They never went to Foolio'S Airbnb. They were chilling, waiting for these club appearances because the only way they was gonna track Foolio is by his post. His post got him murdered. We went back and forth on this. First, when it came out, we thought it happened. Then, like, nah, he got set up. Then some girl backdoored him. Nah, it's just his post. Only his post got him killed. So 1:40 in the morning, video footage was obtained from McDonald's, which shows Andrews in the front passenger of the cruise. So the cruise got Andrews in the front seat of the McDonald's food run. Davion Murphy was driving the cruise. So prior to the murder, older brother Davion driving, Alicia in the front seat, Isaiah Chance in the back seat. And if you're confused, they're gonna go back to the Airbnb to eat their chicken McNuggets. And I think when they leave that second time, that's when all three murderers, the guys with the guns, are gonna ride inside of the Chevy Impala. Post Miranda, which means they read Alicia her rights, she related and snitched. Isaiah Zay Chance was in the back seat of the cruise during the McDonald's run and claimed she didn't know who was driving the cruise at the time. I'm trying to get into their head, right? You're either not going to talk to the cops or you're gonna talk to the cops and give them a little bit. But when you say blatant lies, like I'm in the front passenger seat going to McDonald's with someone I know, but I don't know who it was, this shows me this girl was fucking scared.
Or she's slow
She
too.
was scared out of her mind getting interrogated. Who the fuck says they don't know who was riding in the car next to them? Not like she unwilling to snitch because she said her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, Lil T-Moo, was in the backseat. So why not say who was driving? Y'all help me out in the comment section. Andrew's phone returns to the Airbnb before heading to Teaser. They go to McDonald's. They go back to the Airbnb using the back door, I guess. Shit. Andrew's phone placed it at Teaser's at the same time she was seen on camera there as a passenger of the cruise and later seen exiting the cruise. Andrews, Alicia, Call detail records show communication to Little Light Skin, Sean Gathwright's phone while it teases. Andrew's phone tracked to the club, Truth 18 nightclub, at the same time she was seen on camera at that location. Andrew's phone also tracked to the homicide scene at the same time the crews was seen on camera there. Andrew's phone tracked to the Airbnb post-murder and was tracking there when she was seen on camera leaving the Airbnb. All right, we're going to go to page 14, but this is where I challenge people at right here. Can y'all name me one thing this girl did besides being with them? Can y'all name me one thing? Because Timu, Zay, was the one using her phone to communicate to Lil Light Skin. He was using her. Can't do it. He was using her phone to contact Lil Light Skin, Benjamin Foley, right? Every time. So this rumor that she was at the party, wrong. The second rumor, she was contacting somebody at the party, also wrong. Now, one of them was trying to contact somebody at the party, but it wasn't her. What did this girl do to throw her life away besides get in the car and ride all the way to Florida? All these lives we've seen on YouTube, all these things people saying, and like she this great fucking mastermind. All this girl has done that the police have evidence of is sit in a fucking car. Again, playing devil's advocate. If I'm her lawyer, and for the new people arriving, I'm gonna say again, I think she has something to do with it. I think she's just as guilty as all of them. I'm just playing fifth quarterback. Damn, if I'm her lawyer, I thought I was going to Florida with my boyfriend and we gonna chill and go out and hang out. I was upset his friends fucking came. I thought it was us. You know how them boys do? They try to sneak and get you somewhere, but he really wanted a part of his friend. And he was whispering using my phone. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. And we pull up and I'm scared for my life. They get out the car. They start shooting. They got masks on and big guns. What am I supposed to do? I'm scared. I got to go back to this Airbnb. It seemed fishy. They was going through the back door the whole night. If I'm her motherfucking lawyer, we on page 15, right? We on page
15. Hey, all that shit sound all well and good. Let me tell you something. In Florida, they don't give no fucks about that because the amount of time that she was with them and all the activities that they were doing, um, they're gonna say that she knew what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's more likely than not that she was a part of it than it is more likely that she wasn't. And they're gonna try her black ass right with the rest of them. Now, I'm gonna tell you what she can possibly do. It just depends. It just depends. It depends on however the prosecutor feel. If the prosecutor feel like fuck no, I want to prosecute her ass with them, then that's what's gonna happen. But if the prosecutor feel a little sympathy for her, then they might allow her to snitch and cut a deal. She got an she probably the only one that got an opportunity to snitch and cut a deal. But I'ma just be 100% real with you. Like, just using my common sense with everything that went down, this girl was a willing participant of the whole shit. And I think the authorities gonna see it the same way. And I think that's gonna stop her from being able to weasel her way out of this. But I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. She guilty than a some bitch, just like the rest of them.
Nope, that was not her. She was never at the party. 1090 Jake got that wrong. He just know he like y'all God to find the evidence and shit. I like 1090 Jake. I fuck with him. Unless this nigga is better than the police and got some other file that no one knows about. She was never at the party. Her phone is tracked. She was with them the entire time. It was just some other little light-skinned girls there. And by the way, she looked more brown skin, I can show y'all, than light skin when she dressed up. If you can see the thumbnail of this video. But I mean I'll show it. She looks more brown skin.
Nah, call it like I said, he reading this shit page by page. Unless he's skipping over some of the paragraphs. I don't know, maybe. He doing a great job, though. I ain't gonna lie, and he entertaining. I subscribe to his channel because of this video.
This is how she looks. That's how she looked when she put her makeup and everything on. Now, this was like, I think this was a couple years before.
She a pretty girl, though.
But when you see her dressed up like that, she don't look like the girl in the red dress. She don't look like the light-skinned girl with the black top and the white pants, white shorts. And she definitely not the light-skinned girl sitting down, because that light-skinned girl had the big tattoo going across the front of her chest. I can understand how people thought that could be her. You know, you look at the mug.
Yeah, he called him T-Move. Yeah.
Long hair, but that's not her.
Hey, do me a favor. Please hit that like button, guys. And please donate to the channel. The Cash App is pinned in the top of the chat. We have a $20 goal. That's it. That ain't that much. It ain't that big. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. And also go subscribe to John Henn's channel. You see I subscribed and you see I gave him a like. So subscribe and give him a like, man. The man did a damn good job. We gotta support people who do good work. He's doing great work, man. The man read the shit out, and he's thorough with it, and he's entertaining with it. So salute to him.
Back to page 15.
I want to say this too. She dumber than a motherfucker though. I like all these motherfuckers dumb, but I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think she probably the dumbest out of everybody. I know Rashad. Rashad is pushing, going for the trophy. But when I think about the fact that she's just a young woman who ain't pulled no trigger, who Foolio probably ain't do a motherfucking thing to her or nothing like that or whatever. She just probably just live a certain area or just go with the Zay. So she, affiliated like that. But when I think about that, she got a baby, when she got a child that she's a mother to, a young baby too, and you're gonna go to jail like this, you're gonna throw your life away like this. You got a murder and you got 3 attempts, and you're gonna throw your life away like this. And evidently y'all ain't getting no money because goddamn Rashad still got on the same clothes. He got caught in the same clothes that he did the crime in. So y'all ain't even got no goddamn money. We know y'all ain't got no money. This is crazy. This is insane to think that these people threw their life away like this. And it goes back to what my theory is. I got a theory that these people that do these young people, some of these young people that do this, do not care as much about themselves as they should, because they doing these things, but they losing their life in the same token. When they pulled that trigger and unalived Julio and shot those other people, they ended their own lives as well. Let me tell you something about Florida. These fellas ain't never getting out. I'm gonna tell you this shit right now. Never. You can believe that. The only person that might got a chance to get out is whoever is that girl if she snitched. I was surprised they gave Boat Right a deal in the Extortion case. Florida don't usually do no shit like that. Bitch, your ass is out of here. Like, they would throw the key away. So when I think about she had a child and how young she is, pretty girl, beautiful girl, like, baby, you throwed your life away. That shit sad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. From a parent perspective, if I was her parents, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd be crying like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. For my daughter, I ain't saying, we love all your kids the same, but for my daughter to go to jail like that, to lose my daughter forever, possibly like for nothing, man, I'd be crying like a motherfucker.
Alicia Andrews' phone tracked back to Lil Light Skin Sean's house in Jacksonville when she is seen arriving there on camera. A search warrant of Alicia Andrews' verified Instagram account. That's how I found her pictures and her information. If you're gonna type in the name, oh, that's red, it's not gonna pull up on Instagram. You have to take the full name by itself and type it in Google search. It reveals messages sent on that Friday asking someone to book. Now here we go. Here we go. Now we playing quarterback now. Remember I said this girl ain't shown no action. She's just in the car riding. This is something that could be bad, but this is something she can get out of too. That Friday, Alicia was asking someone to book an Airbnb for her in Tampa. Alicia asked for someone with 2 bedrooms, showing that Andrews was trying to get someone else to book the Airbnb in Tampa under their name. However, it was ultimately booked under Rashad Murphy's name. Goddamn genuine. An Apple iCloud warrant of Alicia's phone revealed on 3 separate occasions while following the victim's entourage. See, she never was at the party. She was with these motherfuckers here the whole time. Her phone shared its location with the phone of Lil Light Skin, Sean Gathright. Alicia provides a post-Miranda, get rid of her rights, statement where she identified herself in all of the footage she was seen in. This is when my boy, Bruce, the lawyer, Bruce Rivers, say, shut the fuck up. Just ask for a lawyer. Because this is when Alicia gets herself in trouble. If Alicia shuts the fuck up, who cares if she tried to book an Airbnb in Tampa? She could say, I was going there with my motherfucking boyfriend. That's the only thing you got. Is she tried to book an Airbnb. She didn't make no calls to nobody. She didn't do nothing. You have nothing on her except for she's sitting in the car. Well, these lies, these 12 jurors, Alicia's about to cook herself. She identified herself in all of the footage she was seen in and identified snitch Isaiah Timu Zay Chance as the male driving the suspect vehicle, the Silver Cruise, while it was tracking the victim's movement. Andrews admitted to allowing Timu to use her phone while he communicated with Sean. I'm smart there, little girl. Police knew he was using it. She said he used it. So that means she's willing to say something to get herself out. She probably gonna go full state. Alicia denied knowledge of this homicide and was caught lying multiple times during her interview. Alicia related she was only at Teasers and Troop 18 because she and Chance were thinking of going to party there. Andrews related she and Chance went up to the front doors of both clubs to ask how much it was to get in. However, that was proven to be a lie via the continuous video surveillance cameras at the front doors of both clubs. Damn. Alicia even admitted to her and Chance being in the cruise at the homicide scene. However, claimed they were just lost and were turning around in that parking lot, denying knowing the victims were there. Lil Light Skin phone was the most active phone in the Impala. It also traveled down from Jacksonville at the same time as the others. Gathwright's phone. Right, just so we clear to start right here. When the police are moving on to talk about Lil Light Skin Sean Gathright, that's it. That's all they have on Alicia. That's it. What do y'all think?
I think Alicia probably could have carved herself out a little deal to snitch if goddamn Rashad and them ain't have so much evidence against them. They don't even need a snitch in this motherfucking case. Them police, when they came in that motherfucking interrogation room, they was aggressive than a bitch. I bet you. Because they already had all this evidence. They don't need nobody to snitch. All of them going to jail. They might give her, they might listen, because let me tell you something. She better hurry up and snitch, because if she don't, I know that nigga with the puppy in the Bible goddamn sure gonna snitch, because he came out sniffling and giggling and crying and shit. That nigga came out with a puppy, a Bible, with three and wearing the same with 3-day-old goddamn clothes on. That nigga gonna tell like a motherfucker. Like, and that's how you can tell they ain't get no goddamn money. Them niggas can't tell on Young and Ace. Goddamn, what Young and Ace gave y'all $500 a piece? Cause this nigga couldn't even find a brand new pair of breeches. So y'all did that shit for nothing, for free. Man, shit. That's what I think. I think if they didn't have so much evidence against them, she probably could have carved out herself a little deal. But I don't know. It just depends on how the prosecutor feels. Cause she don't have no leverage for them to give her a deal. If she got to listen, she got to take whatever they offer her. Like, other than that, baby, you gone, because they got enough evidence to sink all y'all. Bro, listen, they didn't even have to get the guns, and they had enough evidence to sink them. Real shit. They didn't even. They don't got the murder weapon. Y'all know that, right? They don't got the murder weapon. They got enough circumstantial evidence to motherfucking sink them. For real. We got the phones pinging. The phones pinging y'all at the murder scene. The phones pinging y'all at the goddamn at the club. Like, man, shit. Whew.
Type in the comments. I want to see what y'all think. From the rest of everything I read, that's all they have on Alicia. My man D said she the only one going to court Thursday. I think that's when the deal will be starting to be put in place. Yeah.
Man, they gonna put Alicia right up in there with that big Mexican bush that keep them razor blades under her tongue named Grita. I'm telling you, they gonna be in there sizzling her ass to death in that bitch. I'm telling you now, they gonna put in there with that big Mexican bush. You know what I'm talking about? From that Grita. I'm telling you, all right, now keep pushing. You bet you better go on and snitch.
I think you're reading that wrong, Miss Lisa Nurse. She was not at Teaser's club. She was at Teaser's in the parking lot inside of the cruise. The police are stating she didn't get out of the vehicle to go to the club. The cameras show that. She went in the parking lot and she was in a passenger car. She was sitting right next to Timu, Zay. Zay was tracking Foolio, so the other car can come kill him at the club. They were tracking Julio the whole night. That's why it's showing that she was there. So she was never in the mix with Foolio at all. Star witness, I think she about to turn. We're going to find out Friday. I'm going to go live Friday. Yeah, she was not in the mix of the party. I swear I saw her blowing on that camera. Rewind the video about 5 minutes back to look at her face. I mean, you got to put everything in totality, right? The police, who have done so much in their investigation, has concluded that Alicia was never at the fucking party. The trained police, 20-year and 30-year fucking cops and detectives, has saw this same footage that you saw, have analyzed the same footage. They know exactly of her whereabouts because they have her phone records and cell tower pinging. She was never, ever at Foolio'S Airbnb to blow out the candle. I don't know why people, like, it's just like they don't want to let this belief go. She was not there. She was not there. I'm reading directly from the 18-page affidavit. They know exactly of every single whereabouts she was at. She was not there. If she was at Julio party, he would have died at his Airbnb. He would have died right there. He would have never made it to the club. Yeah, had she shut up, she would have been good. I'm with you, King, babe. Hey, man, seem like a cool brother, but I'm just gonna call you King from now on, my nigga. I don't call nobody King, babe. It's not rocking right with me. Anytime you come to my live, your name King. All right, good. So can we stop? Can we all let this go? Can we all come collectively together and say Alicia Andrews was never with Julio?
Look, and I want to say this too. That's shout out to OG Jacario because he's the first person I heard to say that. So I owe you an apology, OG Jacario, because I goddamn so thought she was there. So shout out to OG Jacario, and shout out to to people who got that right. I didn't. I got that wrong. I thought she definitely was there. Also, I want to say this too. We all were wrong. We all were wrong on this one. You know what I'm saying? The internet is undefeated, but we was wrong on this one here, y'all. This one here, the authorities got us on this one here. But I will say this: it was nobody more wronger than Rat Shit TV. That nigga was like thoroughly wrong. That nigga said that ATK had somebody working in the hotel that they had planted there. That nigga said the Fallout Sosa and Tay Shots had went to the hotel days before and checked it out and knew that's where Julio was gonna be. He accused the promoter girls. He accused the strippers. He accused the girls inside the party. We know he accused every dude inside the party. And come to find out, listening to Foolio's mother's bombshell interview on Say Cheese yesterday, he actually been beefing with Foolio's mama as well. So how you trying to help solve the murder of her son, but at the same time and antagonizing and framing a whole group of people that they have nothing to do with the murder of her son. But then you turn around and antagonize and harass her and troll her and this man's mama. This dude is hell. So for all of y'all that watch Rat Shit TV, hey, that's on y'all, bro. But at the same time, I just want y'all to understand. I want y'all to know what y'all watching from this point on. So whenever this shit happen again, because he does this periodically, like those of us been on YouTube, we know his modus operandi. He does this all the time. He does this. He did this shit in the Mo 3 case as well. He does this. This what he does is all about clicks, likes, and views with him. He trying to fool y'all into believing that he knows some shit. And DJ Academic, you gonna kick yourself in the ass when you figure out this shit, cause baby, you could fucking close your eyes and pick in a basket and pull out a blogger that's more credible than this motherfucker. You actually got bad luck like a bitch. You pulled out the most untrustworthy, dishonest blogger that's in the fraternity, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So for those that watch this man going forward, I just hope y'all understand what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can watch what you want to watch, but just understand this is what he does. So when you watching him, you better be watching for entertainment purposes only. Because as far as like truth and getting the facts, no, no. Actually, if you dig into his past and the things that he been arrested for and the things that he be having going on, that shit more entertaining than listen to the lies that come out his goddamn mouth. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to dig into his past and laugh about that and be intrigued by that. Fuck what's coming out his mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Real shit. I'm telling you that.
She got the Julio was when the silver Chevy Cruze drove past Julio while he was sitting and waiting in the car in front of the hotel. Just going to keep reading. We finished with her, right? Yeah. Yeah, she snitched. So she snitched on Isaiah Chance. She put herself and Isaiah Chance at the scene of both clubs and also put them at the scene of the actual murder.
I would like to know if Alicia is Isaiah Alicia's baby daddy.
Had a chance to get away with this dumb murder. I mean, for all the mistakes they made, the only person who could have got out of this would have been Alicia had she just shut up.
Right, I agree with that too.
All they got on her, she rode with them in the car, and she tried to book an Airbnb in Tampa. I think she could have got out of that, but all those lies she said to the cops, she cooked.
Yeah, she cooked. She cooked.
All right, now we back on Sean, little light skin. Got right. Little light skinned phone is in the vicinity of his house when he is on the Vivid camera there with his Impala. His phone is in the vicinity of the Teasers Club when his Impala was on the camera there. He's on camera at the club, and they got his phone. Little light skinned phone is in the vicinity of Truth 18 when his Impala is seen on camera there. Little light skinned phone is in the vicinity of the homicide scene at the time his Impala and the shooters are seen on camera there. Little light skinned phone was still in the vicinity of the homicide scene even after the crews left before the shooting began, indicating his phone was in the shooter's vehicle, the Impala. We are moving on to page, that's page 14? Damn, I can't count. That's page 14, fam? Hold on. About to skip a whole one.
Boy, they got a lot of evidence on them, though, don't they? They got more evidence on them than they got on Melly.
My bad.
Shit. Goddamn, what the name? Brian Steele couldn't get them motherfuckers off. Johnny Cochran couldn't get them motherfuckers off.
Duval, appreciate that, Miss Duval. Appreciate that. You know, I try to make it entertaining. If you've never been in my live, I do go serious because this is stupidity. I spent a lot of time looking up what happens in Jacksonville and what happens in Chicago. Like, I did an extremely deep dive on everything dealing with the Bloodhound gang, Lil Jeff, Bloodhound Jeff, Lil Scoon. I probably go live about that shit too. But
that's why I subscribe to the channel.
All this shit and just
because I want to go watch. I want to see how he do them videos.
But when I looked up,
because this one entertaining.
And they killed that 16 and 17-year-old, and then I went on Reddit and I saw one brother dead on the ground and the other brother try to lift himself up. And it was the first time I seen the life go out of somebody. He lifted his head up like a push-up, and he just shook a little bit, and then he saw his brother dead. Then his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he fell over, and all those people were screaming, trying to help, and they died on the cold fucking floor. This is fucked up. Because let me tell y'all what we don't know. We don't know what happened in that car with Julio. One person was not shot. We know that now because the fourth person shot was in the other car. So there's one healthy person in this car seeing blood from 3 different people, seeing Julio laid flat down. I can't imagine how crazy that must have been for those people inside. You know, we don't know how it looked, but I'm willing to bet it was horrific. I'm willing to bet it would be hard for us to watch. Them other 2 people in the car with Julio was hurt so bad that Julio wasn't moved. You don't know if somebody dead or not. No matter how many times they got shot, your initial instinct would be to turn them over. Julio was found on his face. The only way Julio would remain on his face would be if the other people are hurt so bad they just checking themselves, and your natural instinct, you don't worry about yourself, you shot up. So it must have been a very hard thing to watch.
Yeah, I agree, because if I wasn't hurt that bad, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to help. I'm gonna try to help my people. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You can imagine how hectic that scene must have been.
I agree.
That we are privileged to not have seen. All right, going back to Lil Light Skin.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button.
Reading Lil Light Skin off like a goddamn robot.
And please donate to the channel. The Cash App is at the top of the chat. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Airbnb in Tampa when he is seen on the camera there while holding his phone in his hand. Lil Light Skin phone was in the vicinity of his family member's house when he is seen on camera there concealing his Impala in the garage post the murder. Lil Light Skin CDR shows communication during the homicide weekend with Alicia Andrew's phone and Isaiah Chance's phone. An iCloud search warrant on Lil Light Skin phone revealed Apple Instant Messages, where Gathwright's phone messages a female. Now, this is where they're going to get fucked up. This is where you're going to see the title of my video. He asked her to contact the male who was with the victims, attempting to solicit updates on the victim. Location, so from 1:30 in the morning to 2:25 in the morning. Lil Light Skin contacted a girl to try to contact the guy who's with Foolio to get information from 1:30 to 2:25. He stopped messaging that person after the suspect, Cruz, had a line of sight on the victim in front of teasers. Let's stop and think that. Stop right there. We got to clear some shit that happened in previous videos. Y'all said that girl set up Foolio. Y'all said Alicia Andrew set up Foolio because she was at the party. That turned out not to be true. Then y'all didn't switch to say, look, Alicia Andrews set Julio up because she was contacting somebody inside the party. We now find out that's not true. It was Sean Gathwright, the man who shot Julio in the foot last year. It was Sean who was trying to contact somebody in the party. And the reason they are not arrested is because they didn't give him information. He stopped. They didn't give him anything. He didn't need it. Julio pulled up to the club. They was at the club. They at the club because Foolio posted that he was going to be performing. That means Foolio updating his whereabouts on social media is the sole and only reason he was murdered. He was not murdered from anything inside of anyone there. He was not updated because anybody from here he was murdered because he posted his whereabouts.
I want to say this too. Also, it also shows that even though the person who was contacted, the female that was contacted, that did not give the killers any information, was not arrested because of that. It also shows that the people that Foolio was hanging around that had connections to people that wanted to harm him also was an issue, and also could have led, if that person would have given up the information, could have led to Foolio uh, murder as well. So even though that person did not give Foolio's location and things like that away to the murders, they could have. It was all only thing that stopped them was just their own choice. But the back door was open numerous ways. You see what I'm saying? So he was tripping on that behalf.
Let's keep going. Isaiah Chance's phone was not as active. So Timu, or Zay, his phone was not as active because he was primarily using Alicia Andrews' phone during the surveillance and tracking of the victim's vehicle. However, it was also tracked from Jacksonville to Tampa. They going down the checklist showing how we got these motherfuckers. Zay, Lil Timu, phone tracked to the address on the day of the murder. At the time the Silver Cruise hit an LPR there. Chance's phone also tracked to the homicide scene at the same time the Cruise was seen on camera there. Chance's phone was in the vicinity of the Airbnb at the same time he is seen on the Ring camera holding a goddamn champagne. Chance's shows communication from his phone to the phones of all the other suspects throughout the homicide weekend, to include.
I just want to say this real quick. Him holding that champagne bottle, it goes to show his emotional state after they murdered Foolio. He was joyful. He was happy that they had completed the mission. He was happy that they had killed Foolio. I think that's important. And I think that right there, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was a juror, That I would fry his ass because of that. Yeah, I would fry you, son. You would be crispy. You would be a fucking piece of bacon, and I would have no motherfucking remorse about it because of that part. If the prosecutor is smart, they gonna highlight that motherfucker toasted champagne. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some deep shit right there. Like, that goes to you what you felt afterwards. Like, you ain't had no remorse or nothing. You was happy, like relieved. Like, man, that's crazy.
Genuine Murphy's girlfriend's phone. Some more dumb shit. A Cash App subpoena of Zay, aka Isaiah Timu Chance, verifies Cash App account revealed around the same time the Airbnb confirmation screenshot was taken on Rashard Murphy's phone. A charge of $331.16 was made on his Cash App card, paying for the Airbnb. Lord have mercy. These motherfuckers is the dumb and dumb of murdering crews. So let me get this straight. Rashard Genuine's in those jeans Murphy decides to put an Airbnb in his government name. Send the owner of the Airbnb his government ID for them to have on file, waiting for the police. It was paid for by Isaiah Chance. You cannot get a cash out until you verify who you really fucking are. This motherfucker spent $361.16 to go to prison for the rest of his goddamn life. This motherfucker spent $361.16 to go to prison for the rest of his life after being arrested in a pair of $8 Temu slides. You could have got you some Yeezys and had your freedom, nigga. You could have had freedom and Yeezy slides. He paid to send the rest of himself to prison for the rest of his fucking life. This is sad. This is sad.
Now I got a question. They be talking. They listen. That's why I be hearing motherfuckers talking about you don't wish jail on nobody. And I used to believe that shit too. And they indoctrinated me in that with that same shit when I was in the streets. But as I got older and I matured, man, fuck that shit. Some motherfuckers deserve to be in jail. Now y'all cannot tell me that these motherfuckers do not deserve to be in jail. Listen, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Some people, they commit a crime or two or whatever, and they change their life. They won't do it no more. Like, you know what I mean? They grow up. I'm somebody like that. I got this full disclosure for the new subscribers. I got 9 felonies, and I think I got 11 because I got 2 in juvenile that that shit don't count. Like, you can't, they don't go to my adult record. But as a adult, I got 9 felonies. Knock on wood, I never been to prison and I ain't been to jail in about 15 years. But I'm saying, and I didn't change my life. But the fact still remains, I got 9 felonies. So I did change my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't do shit no more. I'm a civilian now. So some people will change their life. You know what I mean? Just take time or whatever. But some motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck how many chances they get. Some motherfuckers deserve to be in jail because if they don't, they're gonna continue, and it's gonna be more and more people that be hurt. And I will say that, full disclosure, I don't have any violent crimes. Now, have I committed violent crimes? I'm gonna just leave that one alone. But I'm just saying, I have no violent crimes on my record. No batteries, no nothing, no violence. Normally, people like this have violent crimes. But I'm gonna say this too: these motherfuckers don't even got no records. Like, like this. Is what I don't understand. So, what is motherfucker name? Uh, with the good hair. What the nigga name? I'm looking at this nigga name. Sean. Sean had charges from other states for the Mississippi shit and all that, right? So when he got stopped with the shells and shit, that's a motherfucking crime. If you're a convicted felon, at least in Florida, and that's where his ass was at, You cannot get caught with ammunition. You might as well get caught with the gun if you get caught with a bullet. I swear to God, if you in Florida and you get pulled over and you ain't got no gun on you, and they go through your glove compartment or they look under your seat or they look in the trunk and they find one bullet, that bitch could be a 22, a bullet for a 25. If they find one bullet, you get 3 years in prison for that motherfucker. And you get it per bullet, nigga. However many motherfucking bullets they find, 3 years per bullet in Florida, nigga. And I got niggas that went to jail for that shit. Real shit. So I was surprised that he didn't get charged with the ammunition then. They could have arrested him then, but maybe they let him out just to run to try to see if he could gather more information. And somebody else was talking when we was talking on the live. They had electric monitors on their ankles. You know what I mean? Those shits record. You can when they talk, they can talk to you, and you can talk back to whoever be on the other end of that electric monitor, that ankle monitor on your leg. While you got that bitch on your leg, they had them on their legs. So I'm assuming that they let them run like a fish to try to see who else was fucking a part of this whole shit. But that ammunition is a charge. So, but back to my original point. These motherfuckers deserve to be in jail, especially the light skinned niggas. But all of them deserve to be in jail. Real shit. The girl, I would have had to hear her conversations. I know she part of it, but she like I don't know. She probably be the only one that I might be like, oh, this could be rehabilitated. But the dudes, bitches need them bitches throw away the key on the motherfuckers. I'm telling you now. Trust me. From one former criminal to y'all, trust me. I'm telling you, the characteristics that I'm seeing these guys display, these motherfuckers was just gonna continue to harm people. And as you remember, he said one of them guys is involved in 2 other shootings and possibly another murder a couple years prior. I think that's whichever one of them motherfuckers, but one of the motherfuckers got a couple of these shootings and shit. I think that's the light skinned boy. But yeah, so yeah, I'm telling you, trust me, from one former criminal to the general public, these motherfuckers here is dangerous. These is not the people that you give no rehabilitation chance to. These people was going to continue to down this path, and it was going to be more people that was going to be hurt fucking with these people.
Davion Murphy, older brother. Phone was also tracked from Jacksonville to Tampa with the rest of the suspects. Davion's phone is in the vicinity of McDonald's on Fletcher at the time he is seen on camera driving the cruise there. Davion's phone is in the vicinity of the Airbnb at the same time he is seen on camera there. Davion's phone tracked to this address on the day of the murder at the same time as remember that as I pull up 16. Silver Cruz hit an LPR there on the way back to Jacksonville. Who did not have something dumb happen to them? Let's go from right to left. Who didn't have something dumb? Davion. What happened dumb to him? Motherfucker hit a car back. Everybody in the world, soon as we hear Julio died in Tampa, I bet you somebody came from motherfucking Jacksonville. I bet you it was somebody from Jacksonville. You got one job, my nigga. One job. Make it from Tampa to fucking Jacksonville. You hit a motherfucker. Placing you. Hey, cousin. I want We Woke to know I see you. Appreciate that, We Woke. All right. I'm not going to go through all the crazy dumb shit that happened to motherfucking Genuine Rashad.
What he did? He hit somebody in the car?
A month. 6 days later, seen on camera in the jeans in Walmart the day before in the jeans. Motherfucker got the Airbnb in his name. He probably paid for and pulled out his ID while he was in the jeans. In the jeans. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff about crazy happening with Rashad. I can't keep up with Rashad, man. I understand why he cried now.
Man, I gotta think that might have been Fulio Ghost, my nigga. Fucking they whole shit up.
He shot Julio with in October of last year and blew half his foot off in a safe. I'm trying to think of something stupid that Sean did. Other than regular dumb shit, like they can able to track your phone all the way down. To me, that's the dumbest shit that's standing out of my mouth. Isaiah Chance. Mr. T move his motherfucking self. Hold on, MC. What obviously Johnson saying. That's not good. Nigga Ratchet was saying all the wrong people that was in it. He called out the whole. But was Ratchet saying it as fact? I think Ratchet was just saying what he think happened. Everybody who made a video prior to this 18-page affidavit got stuff wrong, including myself. So ain't nobody. I'd be a hypocrite if I can just call another YouTuber out, as long as you're gonna state it as fact. You know, but everybody, because you're trying to insinuate what you think happened. I think the biggest thing all of us did as YouTubers is we gave Alicia Andrews too much credit. She literally was just along for the ride. I feel like I'm forgetting some stupid shit on Isaiah Chance. Can y'all remind me? I feel like I'm forgetting some stupid shit that he fucking did. Other than keeping that shit at his house. But what did they find at Isaiah's house? They found more shell casings. I think, isn't that where they found the shell casings to this actual crime too? That match. Oh, Match It was saying that it's fact. Hey, man, that's on Ratchet. If I lived in Jacksonville, I wouldn't be YouTubing about this shit.
Hell no.
Goddamn gangsta, ain't it? They underestimated technology. Told on himself in Clubhouse.
Yep.
He was live bragging on Clubhouse. So all Isaiah's stupid shit came from the internet. Yeah, y'all right.
Well, he went on Clubhouse. It was Twitter. It was Twitter X Space. X Space. Y'all scrape me on that one.
Track your fucking house. Track your computer. We got you on camera. I think as far as sentencing, when he's found guilty, I'm telling y'all right now, the video of the ring footage come out of him on that front porch with a champagne glass at 2 p.m. After killing Julio. That, it's always the small shit. Something like that takes it from life to the death chair.
I'm telling you, I would.
Light Skin gonna get a death sentence because the Light Skin got pending attempted murder from last year. They got the attempted murder of Julio on October the 7th, since he the nigga that shot him in the foot last year. And then they gonna have the May 23rd murder. He may be indicted on that murder too, since the murder weapon. They never found the murder weapon, but the shell casings from that murder was found on his person too.
Wow.
So there's a strong possibility Lil Light Skin gonna get the death sentence. The only thing that can help him is that he just turned 18. But when they see all of this other shit he did when he's 18, when he's 17 years old, again, it comes down to them 12 people. It always come down to them 12 people.
Now y'all see what I'm saying? Now y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see how much shit that boy done did within a year's time? I told you, listen, bro, listen. I done been around a lot of motherfuckers, man. A lot of dangerous motherfuckers. And I can't call them all. Some people shock me still. But some people I can kind of call it. And listen to what this boy was into and listen to how they did this and how ignorant it was and how, they just crashed and threw their life away. These is dangerous people. These is people that most likely was going to continue down this path because it ain't no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just like, listen, let me tell you something. It's some people that's here on this earth that you just need to not be associated with, not be nowhere near around, because it's going to happen one day. Like Like it's just they're just like a fucking uh what's that? You ever seen that one Flintstones cartoon where the little one boy used to walk around and the little black cloud walk over his head and the lightning just strike? It just the little rain cloud just follow him around and just strike. That's these motherfuckers here. Like even when I was in the streets, I would steer clear of these type of people. Like I had homeboys that asked me to ride with them, and I knew they'd be in the shit. I be, nigga, I ain't ride with you, nigga. Man, come ride with me, man. We just gonna go around the car. No, nigga. Won't never have me in the car, and the car gets shot up with your nigga because you done robbed somebody or some shit like that. These is these type, man. No, you don't, hell no.
Um, okay. I think it was at top here. Lil Light Skin drove the suspected Impala to conceal it at his family member's house. They told on his ass. Davion Murphy took the suspected cruise back to Jacksonville, and the other three defendants, Isaiah Chance, Murphy. So, how did they get back to Jacksonville? Big cousin Davion drove the cruise to Jacksonville. Lil Light Skin drove the Impala to Polk County to his relative to try to hide that car, which he had seen cleaning off the handles and everything. And then Alicia, Timu, and Genuine took an Uber back, and the Uber track snitched on him, dropped them off, and the camera shows them when they get out of the Uber 3.5 hours later, which is the approximate time it takes to get from Tampa.
I just don't understand how you go out the door of the Airbnb to an Uber that the Airbnb got a Ring camera. You know they see you leaving the Airbnb, right? Which is only 1.4 miles away from where y'all murder Julio at. That ain't that far at all, y'all. That's like a couple blocks, my nigga. Then y'all take that Uber all the way back to Jacksonville to the boy mama house, and he knows his mama got a fucking Ring cam. So and you take the Uber all the way to your mama house, get out and go right in your mama house with everybody on the Ring camera. Like nigga, why you just didn't let the Uber? First of all, why y'all didn't use the back? First of all, why the Uber that you? Let's just say you would have got an Uber. When you told that Uber to come pick you up, y'all should have gave that Uber an address a little bit of ways so that Ring camera couldn't have picked up the goddamn Uber. Go out the motherfucking back door. Get in the goddamn. That wouldn't have saved y'all, but I'm just saying. It would have stopped. It would have saved this little part. But get in the Uber. Then when you get dropped off, don't get dropped off at your mama house. Get dropped off a block or so away and walk there. You know your mama got a goddamn Ring camera, even though that wouldn't have saved them because they had cell phones and all this type of shit. But I'm just talking about that part right there. Like none of this shit. Like this shit's crazy, bro.
On inside of Sean's house. So Sean let these motherfuckers in his house before he got there. Sean, like, hey man, y'all go chill out at my crib, man. I'm gonna go to my mama's house and dump the car. Stupid.
That's right. He left the car at his people's house.
That's how they got back from Jacksonville. We know it now. Got back to Jacksonville. Next paragraph. There's evidence that Rashad Genuine Murphy likely did not have his own phone during his time in Tampa. The iCloud warrant on Lil Light Skin phone reveals at approximately 12:58 hours and 1:01 p.m. hours on the day of the murder, Sean's phone, not Sean, but yeah, Sean, Lil Light Skin phone message two separate members. Y'all about to flip out when y'all hear this. While they were still at the Airbnb in Tampa. One message read, I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched.
What?
I pop a bottle of Don Julio today.
What?
Murphy. I'm going to read the rest. I'm explaining what it means.
What?
And the other message read, I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched. I love you. Murphy. Murphy signed his name to both messages sent from Gathwright's phone, and it was proven Davion Murphy had his own phone. Gang detectives with intimate knowledge of Charles Jones, aka Julio, and his 6 Blocks gang, know that sipping to Don Julio is intended as disrespect to Charles Jones himself. So I know y'all clever enough to know that they're bragging about murdering him, but when I say explain what that means that Genuine, Rashad, in them jeans himself, used Sean's phone because he tagged his name on the end to let the person know that it was coming from him. That crime that you did, Genuine, when the police arrested you, nobody gonna give a fuck, my boy. You are cooked. You are cooked. When we talk about sentencing, going from life in prison to the death chair, life in prison to the death chair, my nigga, you wrote this text in them jeans too. In them jeans, boy, you should have never bought them motherfucking jeans, bro. Them jeans been. That's the biggest regret of your life. When you in prison or waiting the death sentence or in life in prison, when you talk to other inmates, bro, what's the worst thing you think that really landed you here? What's the worst thing in your life? All of these jeans. It's them jeans, bro. Them jeans is possessed. Them jeans is possessed. If you a little scared little bitch running around crying and shit, you the only one crying like a girl when you got arrested. Why would you text, I'm coming, and you spelled coming with the K? I'm coming home. My thirst. Do you know how my thirst look to white middle class housewives? I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched.
Fry that nigga. Fry that nigga.
Boy. It's like all y'all got one thing that show how you truly are, how you really. Yeah, Paul, my bad. All y'all got one thing to show that they gonna read at sentencing. They gonna read or they gonna show. They gonna show that nigga sipping that champagne. They gonna show Sean little light skin safe. This nigga laying on his cot at night, looking at the bullet he shot Foolio in the foot in, and mixing them bullets in the bowl together with the bullets he murdered Foolio with. I don't even know which one was the one. I don't even know which one was the one. Somebody watching this live right now who's probably from Jacksonville or probably from Chicago, and I want you to know, I don't do nothing unless there's a reason. I'm clowning the fuck out of these motherfuckers. I want you to know, when you go out here, your dumb ass get caught for doing another senseless murder, for making another mother cry, we gonna clown the shit out your ass.
Facts.
You enjoy the rest of your life in prison.
Facts.
We gonna clown the shit out of your dumb ass. If I can't stop you from killing another black human being, from good morals, from decency, maybe I can stop you from your own pride and ego. I'm gonna clown the shit out your dumb ass the same way.
Facts.
Where were we with these dummies?
Goddamn, so gonna get them too.
All right, yeah, he got some incriminating messages that all that crime shit was for no reason, bro. They're not gonna see you like a sympathetic person. They're gonna see you like the real killer that you are. The motion for this homicide is tied to an ongoing feud spanning years between Foolio, a 6-block gang, and 2 rival gangs, ATK and 1200, allied together. Defendant Isaiah Chand, Timu, Mr. himself, Zay, is a documented ATK gang member. And defendants Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy are documented 1200 gang members. The feud between 6-block and its rival gang ATK and 1200 has spanned over a decade with dozens of murders by and against both sides. It was apparent the defendants worked together, acting in concert to actively hunt and ultimately kill Charles Jones as part of the gang feud. Medical examiner determined the cause of death of Charles Jones to be a homicide. The undersigned, hold on, I think we could be. Let me pull up another one. I got anything good on it, but I'm gonna talk about some Rico shit. I'm gonna talk about some Rico shit. Tell y'all what this means to me. Because by this time, y'all would have saw everything I saw. And the factual circumstance of the crime indicates in disregard for the safety of the community, and there are no conditions of release to sufficiently protect the community from the risk of physical harm to persons. The defendants and co-defendants tracked and stalked the victim. Foolio's 3 separate public locations in Hillsborough County with the intent of killing him by utilizing 3 gunmen. Only reason I'll stop right here is to say, I'm trying to stop all rumors. Stop saying they were coming to the Airbnb. 3 locations on the first nightclub, the second nightclub, the hotel. They arrived there at 7:55 p.m. Saturday night. They did not know, never gained the information of where Foolio's Airbnb was. However, Foolio probably going to die anyway, even if he was never kicked out the Airbnb, because Foolio would have still been at that club at the same time, which would have still let him go into the other club, which at that point, they no longer were trying to get information because they got visuals on Julio. Instead of tracking him to the hotel, they would track Julio to his Airbnb. Same situation play out. Maybe they miss. Ultimately, what I'm saying is Julio posting his whereabouts got him killed. Simple as that. Nobody, nothing else. There were innocent citizens located at 3 locations. In the final location, the parking lot of the hotel, and the 3 armed men opened fire to the public. Locked, firing multiple shots at 3 vehicles containing the victim and his friends and associates. The victim was shot and killed. 3 other victims were injured in the gunfire. The defendant committed these crimes that indicate a complete disregard for the safety of the community, and there are no conditions of release to sufficiently protect the community from the risk of physical harm to persons. In an alternative, the state respectfully represents this honorable court. Bond. It's just for bond. Oh, now we about to debate. All right, so just so y'all can see, I don't want to say I kept nothing from you. This is the final page. So that's the final page. Let's talk. Now I can post y'all comments and I can look at what y'all saying. Apologize. Let's talk. Young and Ace, Rico, you got everything the police got, right? What do y'all think? Let me tell you what I think. On one hand, this is extremely flimsy for an ATK Rico. How are they going to put ATK to it? From what I'm seeing from the 18-page affidavit, the 2 ways they're going to try to put it to him is Isaiah Timu Zay Chan. And this is why I think the cops may be a little bit dirty at right here. If we, the streets, know that Zay Timu not in ATK right now, left ATK right now, how can you attach this to ATK?
The cops ain't gonna do that. They're gonna still say in ATK.
The advantage.
That's what they gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what they gonna do.
You are indicted. The advantage is all this other shit that they're seeing, and how 12 random people gonna view you as some fucking criminal hoodlum would more likely lead them to dismiss, even if they brought up he no longer in ATK. But how can you say, and think about how RICO works. Most people, most lawyers who defend a RICO defend it by saying it doesn't exist. How can you say my client, Isaiah Timu Zachan, left ATK if there was never an ATK? And RICO, you all tried at the same time. So there'll be other lawyers saying it doesn't exist. He can't say he left it. That's one way. But again, that don't seem concrete to put this murder inside of a RICO. What's the other way? Here's the other way. This is the Duval Reddit, which I'm sure the cops spend all goddamn day on this shit. This is to the far left, holding the blunt. He probably has on those jeans. Rashad Genuine Murphy with Whopper with the chopper and Spinabin. Everybody on earth, if a motherfucker sitting in the privacy of his home at 44 years old knows Whopper with the chopper and Spinabins would have wanted Julio dead, if not more than Young and Ace. If I know that, everybody fucking knows this shit. And there is Rashad in them jeans, Murphy right along with them. Does anybody see anything else? Not from shit you see online. I'm saying directly from the 18 pages I just read to you that can attach ATK to this. Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, another thing I thought about before I went live is this indictment would 100% solely just be focused on the murder. So what that means is all other shit that can connect ATK to this and the RICO or other people, like all other shit, it wouldn't be in this 18-page indictment. Because ain't that feds? No, that could be feds or state. But like, that would be the state via Jacksonville. This is Tampa. Or that would be the feds. This is just Tampa. So the lack of other detailed information does not mean there isn't anything else to connect ATK on a RICO. Team was crazy. Hey, man.
There you go, LaCrystal.
That's the nigga.
We see you up there on the screen, LaCrystal.
Me to be honest, LaCrystal Hendrick, I am jealous of the Isaiah Zay chance because the T-moves I found got the ugly lime green on the side. I couldn't find the all over one that looks more fake Yeezy-ish. I wanted the fake Yeezys too. I haven't killed anybody. I deserve to have a nice pair of T-moves. I can't find them. So if anything, I'm jealous. Jealous. He might well give them to me. He can't wear them no more. Them bitches probably got all kind of blood on the bottom of them. What's up, Fenici, in this building? What's up with the name change, my boy? How many times he was hit? I was looking for that, Jalen. It's not on there. It's not on there. Someone said Alicia and Isaiah are cousins. Ew? Did I get something wrong?
No, the police say they boyfriend and girlfriend.
Interview her and then have on document that that's his girl.
Oh, that's you, Joanna, too. Your ass over here, too.
That boy, that's my cousin.
I see you over here, too, huh, Joanna? Oh, you over there, too, huh?
If y'all from Jacksonville, y'all know more than me.
That Joanna ass, too, over there, huh?
Slide and slide. This man wore them slides in his music video. Hold on. Let me look at this paperwork. No, they only described what the three killers had on. No, they did say on. I think it was the first 2 pages. Let me go back to the first 2.
That's how I used to be catch.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I'm about to bust the microphone laughing. If this nigga had on them T-moves,
That's how I used to be catching Nay over there on Hood Educated channel, y'all. Just like that. I want to like to thank the sister Nathan for the donation. You know how Hood Educated be talking. I like to thank the sister Nathan for the donation. Marita be in the bushes on the YouTube screens. I be checking. I be seeing. I look all in the chat. I be seeing where all y'all ass at.
Y'all got me looking for this man's shoes for real.
I seen goddamn Ursula Amos over on somebody's channel the other day. I said, damn, look at Ursula all the way over here. All right, Ursula. I be watching all my people. I look dead in the motherfucking chat. Shit. So wherever your ass at on YouTube, if you chat,
All right,
I'm gonna find you.
Let me post this page right here.
You see, I knew Lil Crystal who you was.
Academics go on this right here and he try to solve the case. I go on live and try to solve the nigga goddamn T moves. I need help. All right, let's look at let's look at Chan's outfit. At both locations, they got out of the vehicle, and Chance can be seen on video surveillance camera utilizing the cell phone, which the investigation reveals was called interrogation.
Yeah, I called y'all quick. Then I tell you, I pay attention.
Andrea's phone outside the vehicle. Chance was wearing a black hoodie with the distinctive red logo on it. Wow, yo, this nigga is good. This nigga is good. This nigga T-Moose got some power over the law. Why did they describe the three guys, Sean Gathright, Rashard, N.M. James Murphy, Davion Murphy, complete outfit head to toe? But when they get to Isaiah, they don't want to say nothing about his fucking shoes.
Because they don't know what kind of shoes them bitches is.
Them T-Moves are law-proof. They were waterproof when he got arrested, buoyant. Them bitches fluffed up like marshmallows.
You'll tear that bitch dead like marshmallow.
There's that T-Move first. But keep it serious. Hold on, let me stop sharing. If you get caught doing repent and change your ways, I heard they're going to hard labor, like changing shit. Most likely, especially with private prisons. Especially with private prisons. Yeah, I believe it. They broke. All right. I want to put some polls up here. Not poll. I'm gonna do some 1 and 2s right quick, Todd.
I'm gonna drop the link. Charlie Perkins. Well, I know what talking with the other Murphy cousin had. Oh no.
If Alicia Andrews is gonna flip. Type of 2 if she gonna stay solid.
Oh, she gonna flip.
Now, based upon reading the 18-page indictment. Type of 1 if she gonna flip. Thursday. Because somebody in my chat, I'm gonna give you props. I don't remember who you was. Somebody said that shit. Somebody said, why is she the only one going to court? Only way I can possibly think, other than she could snitch, is a lot of courts going alphabetical order, and her name is Alicia Andrew. Maybe she just got pulled that day. We got some 1s, the Fun King.
Nah, gang. She supposed to listen, bro. She not supposed to be going to court this early, no motherfucking way. You go to so when you first get arrested, you go to first appearance. That's at the county jail. That's at the county jail. Wherever you fucking go to jail at, that's when you go to court at. You go to court the next morning. Most likely, depending on what day it is. Maybe it might be a Sunday or some shit like that. But most of the time, you go in the next motherfucking morning, right? That's just where you could say they could read you your charges and you know what you've been charged with, and they can tell you whether you got a bond or whether you don't have a bond. Sometimes they'll give you a bond. Or you can plea out right there too if you choose to. But that's dumb as fuck. Nobody pleads out right there unless it's like if you're a crackhead and they offering you like 10 days in jail or something for trespassing, or sometimes you do. I did it one time when I had an armed traffic and I pleaded out the first initial appearance for my weed charge. I had armed traffic and I had a weed charge. Well, the weed charge is a misdemeanor. Why not plead out? I know I'm finna be in this bitch for a while. You know what I'm saying? My bond was like $500,000 or some shit like that. So I already knew I was going to be in this bitch a while. So I went on and plead out to my weed charge. Therefore, when I got out of jail, I could be, while I'm sitting there for them 30 days or however 60 days or 3 months or 4 months, however long, I could have been doing time for the weed charge. So that's what I did. She shouldn't be going to court again so soon. Like, it don't make no sense. Like I don't understand what that is, me personally. I don't understand. You don't go to court 2 times in 2 weeks. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, so I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm interested to see what's going on with that one. Um, but I think that's pretty much all bruh had to say. So I'll drop the link if y'all want to come up and talk about what y'all discovered. But I think a lot of this stuff is okay. So now going forward, everything is on the table now. We know exactly who did what. We know exactly what they did. Only thing is if you're gonna remember all of the particulars. Um, but we know exactly who did what. We know exactly what went down. So as you watch these bloggers, they're gonna come out and they're finna go to spinning a bunch of these videos out, and they're gonna be talking about a bunch of different shit that he talked about in this indictment, right? But really, what they're gonna do is they're gonna be milking each little scenario in in this indictment, and you're gonna see a blogger put out 20 goddamn videos when they could have just put out one video, just like this man did, and tell you every fucking thing that happened. And therefore, now we just sitting and waiting on the last motherfucker to get caught, and then these motherfuckers to go to court. That's it. What's up, T?
Ooh, nigga. And you know I don't start shit off like that. I'm always good morning, good afternoon. Ooh, nigga. This
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I had to go live
Oh my
again. Listen,
God.
that's why I went live again. I was like, man, because I wasn't gonna talk about this shit no more because we kind of went over hood educated video. But when I ran across bruh video and how well he broke it down, I say, God damn it, I got to share this shit with my people because this shit is more than what we knew.
Oh man, because I had just got the messages that you sent me. So I was just starting to look at it when you went live. I was like, well, I know this is what he getting ready to show. So let me just go ahead and jump on.
Yeah,
This was crazy as hell.
man.
You
It,
asked me a question earlier. You
go ahead.
said who I thought was the biggest crash outs, them or O Block. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it to these niggas. They
these
got it.
niggas.
They got it. They got it. I mean, Rashad got it by himself. He didn't beat all the O Block six by his damn self.
Right,
These niggas got it.
right,
Like, oh my God. The amount of shit that they did that was just so stupid.
right,
Just flat out stupid.
right,
It's ridiculous.
right.
Ah, the only one I have halfway of a maybe a pinch of a feeling of sorry, I feel sorry for is the little girl.
Maybe. I wish I knew exactly what she had this. I wish I knew what the conversation was so I could say yay or nay. But I'm with you. She about the only one I could get crack the dope for.
Yeah, that's the only one. Because she might have just a little bit of, naivety. Might have just went along just to go along for the trip, but you still knew what was happening by the time y'all started following these
Bags,
niggas
they
around.
motherfuckers, these motherfuckers toting bags of guns in the Airbnb, and you know
Yeah,
what I mean, just
yeah,
going to everywhere Julio was at, and your boyfriend talking. Excuse me, he talking about Julio on the phone to the other niggas right beside you, so y'all you know
right.
what's going on.
You knew the play. You knew what was
Yeah,
going on. So that's the only one I might be able to feel a little bit for, but everybody else, y'all was just doing some crazy shit. And little Timu, as he calls him, that shit was tickling the hell out of me, I ain't gonna lie.
for real. I didn't know
And
what he was
light
talking.
skin.
I didn't know what he was talking about at first till he said the shoes. I say, oh, he talking about the fucking shoes.
Little Timu and light skin, those two are fucking sociopaths. Like they keeping damn souvenirs from their shootings and murders
Man,
and shit. Them two are sociopathic. Like
man,
they crazy as hell.
man, the
They
boy
need to be locked up expeditiously.
drunk the champagne, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Where you actually caught on camera popping bottles. Like, wow. Y'all really wanted that man that bad?
What the one boy say? My thirst is quenched.
Yeah, like my
Wow,
thirst is quenched. And you popping down Julio and shit, like, wow, wow. So
that's crazy.
I don't get it. Why? What did he do or say that was that bad to make y'all want him dead that desperately?
And then for you to be tied to the other shooting. Oh, Julio is crazy. Like,
Yeah, that just goes to show you've been working on this shit for a while. Yeah, this
oh
Tampa
wow.
shit may have just been a last minute plan,
Hmm.
but it was still planned. It might just been last minute. But y'all been lurking and trying to get this man for quite a while.
Quite a while.
What did he do? What did he say that was that bad? Y'all want to take his life?
And then to find out that Julio dropped his own location, and that's what they used in order to locate him. That's like, damn,
Yeah, yeah.
because we was under the impression that that was like backdoor the inside, but had he not, broadcast that he was gonna be at those clubs, they would have never located him.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because Hood Educated video had me thinking it was they found him a whole different way.
Yeah,
But now that we, gone through this paperwork, yeah, that
yeah,
ain't what happened.
yeah. They just went
You
to that.
know.
They just went to that club and waited on it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then just followed him from there until they had the opportunity to do what they did. Why did he do all of that, man?
I think he was just tired
It seemed
of
like it,
trying
don't it?
to, that's hard. I can't imagine living my life where I have to look over my shoulder every second of every day. I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I literally get up and go and do and be and just be as I please. So I cannot imagine having to watch over my shoulder every second of every minute of every day. That's got to be tiring. That's got to be exhausting. And he's been doing this shit for years.
Right.
Because he was what, 14 when he got shot the first time? He was 26
Yeah.
when he died. So he's basically been doing that shit at least 12 years.
Right.
Can you imagine? Hell
Man.
no. So he
Mm-mm.
was tired. And I just think he probably just wanted to have a good birthday. And unfortunately, it led to his demise. He was the catalyst to his own demise. It's sad, but I think he was just tired. Certain souls aren't meant here to be here for a long time.
Man.
He might have been one of them, but I just truly think he was just tired.
And
He
that
just
just be
wanted to relax and be free. That's it.
and that be the flip side to all of that too. I don't know if a lot of these people understand that. But when they decide to be beefing and all of that stuff, like you never get to really relax and let your hair down and stuff like that. Like, because you're always looking over your shoulder. And to be honest with you, that's a lot of reason why a lot of those guys actually do move away or leave every now and then. That's why Lil Durk and Vaughn and all them did go to Atlanta. That's why a lot of those dudes from Chicago, they go to Indianapolis and other states around that, even though that shit turning to baby Chicago anyway. That's why you'll get King Yella and all of these people going to Vegas and all that, because they get tired of having to look over their shoulder. They want to sometimes just walk outside and don't have to worry about somebody possibly killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the downside to this shit. Like, it's not like you can't live on the battlefield all your life and expect to survive. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Mm-mm. And then it's a difference when not only are you, that street nigga, but you got a face card now for real, because you're a rapper.
Right.
So everybody know you. So you don't know who walking up on you, friend or foe. It might be a fan just wanting a picture
Right.
because they see their favorite rapper at the gas station. Or
Right.
it might be a op that just you don't know because you ain't really out there like that no more, but you was at one point. So you done did some shit and now some people still want to get back at you because that's obvious some shit that they done had holding grudges for years about, in my opinion.
Right.
And look what happens. So it's got to be hard as hell. Like I said, I can't imagine living my life looking over my shoulder at every turn.
I just ain't never wanted nobody dead that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody ever not that bad, not a bad, not that bad to where I didn't give a damn about myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
ain't and maybe maybe ain't nobody ever did nothing to me that bad for me to want them dead that bad either. But uh, I just don't see nothing that they did that he did that damn bad for them to want him dead that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. understand what he did. Because and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's one time that I've wanted somebody dead in my life,
Right.
but it wasn't so bad that I was gonna do it myself or I was gonna put anybody else in harm's way. So it was just like whatever happened to you, you deserve to get it type shit. It was I would never have done anything,
Right. Right. Yeah.
but
I'm not saying I ain't want nobody dead. I ain't saying I ain't
but
trying to get nobody. I'm
never
saying.
bad. But
I'm,
I'm just saying
I'm
never bad
saying.
enough that I actually would have acted on it. That's
Right.
what I'm
No,
saying.
no, I'm saying I would have
So
acted on it. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to, not the way I crashed out. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, but
I'm gonna try to get away. Like if I can, if I got to go down there in my mama car and get
yeah.
Airbnb by my own name, you just gonna live, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm
I
saying.
feel you. I
Yeah,
feel you.
yeah. I'm gonna
But
let you. You be all right.
never to act on those shit. I would never. So I can't. That just blows my mind. Like there's no way that y'all wanted that man dead that bad that y'all fucked it up like this. You know. And that's why I said if that was a pay hit, they need to go ahead and issue a refund or a credit for the next
What
one because y'all fucked this one up so bad
man?
that nah, payment
Three,
incomplete on that shit.
3 days after Foolio's death, they already had these motherfuckers. Like
Yeah,
they already knew these was the suspects. 3 days
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. I don't know what took them so long to arrest him because they knew,
Right.
they knew, you
I
know.
feel like they probably just trying to see who all was going they was gonna snare in that net.
Yeah, maybe, but they knew exactly who they was looking for. And shit, probably knew who did what by then. Yeah. That's
Right,
why, I wasn't so quick to jump on the whole, oh, he did because of this, and look at what he said. Nah, just let the
right,
police do their job. It ain't my job to solve the case. It's my job to talk about this shit afterwards.
right.
So I don't know what the hell.
Damn.
I don't know. Um, I don't know what the hell they was thinking, but they weren't thinking. In particular, what he called him, genuine in them
Genuine
jeans.
in them
Oh
jeans.
my God.
We didn't
Them
even know he
cursed
was
ass, nasty ass jeans. Now
in the
them
same listen, and he was in them same jeans. Listen, listen. Think about this. Hey, let's just think about this now. He was in them jeans when he killed Julio. He was in them jeans when he got caught in Georgia, and he was in them jeans when he came out the door with the puppy in the Bible. Nigga, that's a long time, bro. He ain't got one pair of jeans, dog. They ain't
he
got one
got
pair.
to. He got to.
So they
Cause
showed him
ain't
getting paid.
no way in hell he should have been wearing them jeans that many times within a month span. Like, dang.
Real,
And fuck, it's hot as hell in Florida. Why are you wearing jeans that often anyway? You ain't got a
right,
pair of shorts nowhere.
right.
Like,
Hey,
damn.
another thing I want to point out, uh, by Isaiah paying for the room, well, the Airbnb, I think that kind of solidifies that this was his plan too. Because why was he the only? Well, maybe they did. Maybe they gave him cash and he just had the card or whatever. But it seemed like Isaiah like he orchestrated this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? And he didn't shoot. And he didn't shoot not damn time. He ain't shoot
Nope.
damn motherfucking time.
He
But
he was definitely the brains behind the bunch because leave it to little crybaby. Nah, that shit wasn't gonna work. The
right,
only one that I don't really know or they didn't really say much about was Davion.
baby,
We don't know about him.
right,
Look, crybaby's stupid. Sean is a psychopath and a
right.
sociopath, so I just really don't think he really gave a shit. What he did. I really don't.
Yeah, I think Sean felt like he going to jail anyway because they said
Hmm.
he's still fighting the attempted murder up in Mississippi. Let me tell you, there ain't no motherfucking easy charges. Attempted murder, you might as well have a motherfucking murder. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. So if he fighting those charges and then he called allegedly, he saying it's another murder that he's connected to. I'm thinking that Sean was just on a crash out mission. He just like fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he didn't give a shit at
Yeah.
all. And talking about, the type of charges with that attempted murder, I've seen people get more time on an attempt than they did an
Facts.
actual murder charge.
This is true.
Like, for real, for real. There ain't no bullshit. And I ain't just saying that shit to be saying it. I've
Yeah, I
seen
was gonna say that too. I seen that too for sure.
it. So you fucked up anyway. So I guess he figured shit. I'm going to prison one way or another. Let me go on ahead and do this shit because this is what I really want to do anyway.
Right.
Um, Isaiah is, uh, he's the only one that got a little bit of sense, but he, yeah, he ain't got none either. Like I
Nah,
said,
he ain't got none. He ain't got none.
these niggas beat O Block 6 out
Yeah,
all the
he ain't
way
got
to
none.
number one spot.
This nigga was all on motherfucking Clubhouse or whatever that shit was, talking on that shit. That nigga ain't got no goddamn sense.
Yeah, ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. And then you
Some of
sniffing
these,
and laughing and all this
right.
other shit. Like, really?
I've been
Like,
wanting to see the parents after this. I've been wanting to see what your mom and your daddy was, nigga. God damn, who raised you? You know what I'm saying? Like, is they like you or are you making them look bad? You get what I'm saying?
right, right. Because sometimes they just be making them look bad, but a lot of times these are parents that just warehouse their kids. And when I say
Right,
that, they just kept them in the house. They did
right,
whatever they wanted to do. They made sure they had some food, maybe. They had a
right,
couple pairs of shoes and maybe a couple pairs of jeans and a t-shirt. And that's it.
right,
Do whatever. Y'all ain't really raised these kids when they get like that.
right.
Um, it is just scary to know little niggas like that exist in the world with regular people, like for real.
Man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's why I say they talking that shit. Some people deserve to be in motherfucking jail. Them dudes is dangerous, man.
Oh
For
yeah, I ain't
real.
never been one of them. Oh, I would never wish jail on them. No, I wish jail on several motherfuckers right now. I have a list of people I wish would go to jail right now because they deserve that shit.
Nigga got
I
the
ain't
nerve.
never felt for that one.
Nigga got the nerve to come out the door crying. What?
With a puppet and a Bible. That shit ain't gonna never get old. I promise you.
Yeah. In them
What
same
he
state.
thought the puppy in the Bible was gonna do?
I think
Like,
I I think maybe he thought he was a Christian. I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. But I think the puppy we was like, well, these niggas ain't gonna kill no dog, but they ain't gonna shoot no dog. They'll kill a nigga, but they ain't gonna kill no goddamn dog. And that's not true. I'm telling you. Now that might be the smartest thing he motherfucker did. Cause
it may be.
right, cause
It may have been.
the motherfuckers, they'll kill a nigga, but a dog, shit.
Yeah, white people and they dogs, man.
But I ain't gonna lie, some of them snipers would have dropped his ass right with that dog in his hand, wouldn't he? He better
And
put
left
that
the
dog
dog alive. They would have just hit him, I
right.
promise
You better put that dog up by your head.
you. I hope you got a weed
hey,
dog so he can
hey,
cover your head and your heart.
hey, I
Because
bet the dog,
otherwise you fucked up.
hey, the dog mad at a bitch. The dog like, what? Ain't this about a bitch? Put me down. Dog trying to bite him and all types of shit. Don't take me out there. I ain't had
I
nothing to
got
do with that
nothing to do
shit.
with this
I
shit.
had nothing to do with that shit. Fuck you taking me out there for.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
man. Oh
But
god.
yeah, this was a lot of information.
Yeah, that's why I went on and said it. I say, man, because I know what would have happened. We would have been running around all whatever on the internet looking at this bit of information from this person, this bit from this person, this bit from this person. Now we got the whole story. We got the whole story right in one shebang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think you already gonna know when I say this, who's gonna get ready to use this information to make another 100 videos.
Facts,
So,
facts.
you know, I ain't trying to go through all that. I
Mm-mm.
just want everything at once.
Right. Now what I'm
And
saying,
so,
like me, I'm kind of done with it now too, because we know everything that happened until they catch the other nigga. You
I
know,
mean, what else can we say until they
right,
catch the other one? You
right.
got all the information that is available to be had right now.
Facts, right. You
So to
know,
keep on bringing it up and talking about it over and over and over again,
right.
yeah, it's not fun to keep going over the same
That
shit
nigga,
over and
that nigga
over
say,
again.
that nigga say my thirst is quenched. Wow.
Excuse me, yeah.
Like he a vampire or something. Damn, boy.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, Twilight motherfucker, this ain't that.
Damn. You wanted that man dead that bad? You just like you sound like you bust a nut or something. Like
Basically.
my thirst is quenched. What?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And then talking about
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
it sound crazy to middle-aged white women. No, it sound crazy to middle-aged black women too, because that motherfucker sound crazy as hell to me. I'm sorry.
You'll get a motherfucker the death penalty.
Oh, absolutely,
I think I would too. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
absolutely.
I fry their ass. Their ass to be fried. I wouldn't even have no remorse either. Your ass to be
You
fried.
know, depending on the case and the evidence, absolutely. I don't have a problem with the death
Yeah,
penalty.
yeah.
I
I would.
think I'm one of the outlier black women who just really don't have a problem with the death penalty. It ain't many of us around this for sure. But no, I have no problem with the death penalty. Some people just need to be gone,
Them
and that's
motherfuckers.
just the truth.
Them motherfuckers more. They more worthy of the death penalty than Melly. I'm talking about per evidence. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, they should be.
Melly is a little. We feel like he did it for sure, but it's a little a little wiggle room here. These motherfuckers ain't got no wiggle room. You know what I mean?
No,
You know what I'm
no, it
saying?
was. That's why I said they need to go ahead and plead guilty and try to get them a deal because don't go wasting the state's time with a trial with this shit because they are going to definitely cook your ass if
Right,
you go to trial and make them waste their time with all of
right,
this damn evidence.
right. Do you think they
You
give the
know,
girl a deal?
if she gone ahead and slipped.
You think they would give her one?
Yeah, but I mean, she ain't gonna it's not like she gonna come out with anything under shit to me 30 years.
Yeah,
But at least she would have a chance to come home middle age versus being
yeah,
an old lady or never at all.
yeah. Cause them bulldaggers gonna rub the half that thing in there, boy. Ooh, shit. She gonna wish she would have never went up in that motherfucker, man. I'm
You
telling you,
know,
that's damn, baby,
Big,
why you had to do that shit, dog.
Big Bertha gonna have a field day in
I'm
middle of her ass,
telling you,
but
man, if I was her parents, I'd be so motherfucking upset, boy. I'm talking about, man, listen, bro.
and
Like,
she's got a kid, you know, like you have a baby, and this is what you choose to involve yourself with. This is the caliber of man that you choose to be involved with that would even think to have you come along on some shit like this,
for you to
whether you
go
knew about what was going on or not.
for you to go to jail just basically for life for riding with a motherfucker, you ain't like just like, huh? You threw your life away for that?
Yeah, it's scary. It's sad.
Man, I might not even send that motherfucker no money if she was my child. I'm telling you, dog. I'd be so upset. It'll take me a little bit of time to look at that motherfucker like, what?
Yeah, it would definitely be I love you, but I don't like you.
Yeah, like you did this to yourself. You did this to us. Like, what? For
You know,
nothing?
because now we have to figure out what we gonna do to raise your child.
Wow, right.
You know, and I think Monica said it earlier. You know, how do you explain that to a kid?
Man, and let's be honest, the kid is going to see this shit on the internet. Like,
Yeah,
eventually.
that's why I said say the truth because the longer you try to hide it and shit, when they do find out, it ain't gonna do nothing but make it that much worse.
And then for a parent to be torn away from a child at at any age, it's traumatic, but especially at a young age, like
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You know, infancy, toddlerhood, like the baby is it's just a baby, you know. So it's sad, it's fucked up that this was the decision that she chose to make. But you know, like I said earlier, everything happened. It was a decision.
Yeah,
Every one of them made all of these damn decisions to end up in the positions that they are in right now.
yeah, and like they had they had a lot of time to change their minds. Like we watched Boys in the Hood. Trey got in the car, goddamn it, he changed his mind along the
He
way.
got out.
Right, he got
He
out the
got
car.
out.
Like, goddamn, y'all could have got out. Y'all had a 3 hour motherfucking ride all the way to motherfucking Tampa, and y'all didn't even like y'all had a long time to change your mind. Somebody did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
man, shit.
Hmm.
Like
And
who?
so
Like no, like y'all, you got five motherfuckers to think this was a good plan that y'all should do. That's crazy. I could have looked at this shit in 2 seconds and been like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? Like, no. Mm-mm. I
yeah.
promise you, the dudes I came up around, everybody wasn't this smart, but a lot of them was. A lot of us. I'm telling you, I had a lot of homeboys that would think to do shit, not murders and shit, but they would think to do robberies and shit like that, and we would be like, so you gonna do what? You gonna go do this. Bitch, you going to jail. And we'll tell them. Like, bitch, you going to jail. And if they went to jail, and they tried to call us, we'll hang the phone up on them. Swear to God, like you got us fucked up. Like we was the tough love homeboys. Bitch, you better be good at what you doing or well thought out what you doing. Cause if this shit stupid, don't call us. I got a homeboy right now. I told you my homeboy low life. He called me the other he hit me on Instagram the other day. Hey Pete, you think you can send me? Nigga, I ain't answer that shit. I'm not sending you a motherfucking thing. You just did 20 motherfucking years. I told you don't do. He did a robbery. I told him don't do the shit. He go do the shit anyway. He get caught. He do 20 years to the door. He get out of motherfucking jail and he go right back for I think he shot in these people's house or whatever. Now, granted, the reason why he did it was a righteous reason, but fuck that. You didn't have to do it. So what happened was it was some jitterbugs on the block, and they had some beef with some other little young boys, and the young boys came through shooting. And when they came through shooting, they shot one of my friend girl's daughter in the head 2 times. Um, and they didn't kill her, but she's not the same. And she lived, but she's not the same. So my homeboy Lowlife got mad and he went to the boys' house, not the boys that did the shooting, the boys that got shot at. And he shot up their house, and because he felt like if they wouldn't have been around there, they uh those boys when they came around that shooting. Man, that boy mama called the police on his ass and put his ass in jail. That bitch got 15 years right now. Talking about, hey,
Damn.
hey, Pete, can you send me? Bitch, I ain't sending you shit. Bitch, like, bitch, I don't go to jail for you motherfuckers to be sending me no money. So you ain't finna keep going to motherfucking jail and then thinking that we supposed to keep doing this for you. You just did 20 years. We such your money then. Know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. At some point, you got the motherfucking shout out to little Krista Hendricks. Appreciate you for becoming a member. Thank you, love. At some point, you got to make uh adult decisions to stay your ass out of motherfucking jail, my nigga. Know what I'm
For
saying?
real. I mean, we middle aged now. Shit, if that's your homeboy, he middle aged too. We
Yeah,
too old to be making
nigga
food.
older than me. The nigga older than me. And he ain't got no children. Damn, none.
We too old to be making these foolish ass
Yeah,
choices. So
yeah.
I don't blame
Yeah, yeah. Nigga, I left that shit right to Janelle. I ain't said that nigga a motherfucking thing. No, we not finna keep doing that, bro. We ain't kids no more, bro. Like, no, you got to learn how to function in society or stay your ass in jail, nigga. Fuck that, man. No.
you. For real, I don't blame you. Shit, I wouldn't
Hell
send you
no.
that shit either.
Yeah, no.
I'd probably block the motherfucker off my Instagram
For
shit
real, bro.
until I know your ass out of
Yeah,
prison. Shit.
bro. I don't go.
Fuck that.
I don't go to jail. I don't go to jail. So I don't. I ain't never caught with the jail to be like, bro, send me no money because I know how to stay. I know how to stay out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that
Like
shit's crazy.
shit, for real. No, bro, no. Mm. But I'm gonna go in and lie to that. I might do another one later on. Depends. It depends.
All
I'm
right.
all right. You want to say your goodbyes?
Well, this was fun. I
Right.
enjoyed the chat. Welcome to the new members and the new subscribers, and we'll see y'all later.
Right. Oh, look, I want to also say, shout out to my girl TN Bowens, man. Salute to her, man. But I also want y'all to make sure y'all go subscribe to John Hinge's channel because we use this content. So I like when I use people content, I also like to make sure that we shout them out and support them. And I send people over to their platform. He got more subscribers than me, but I subscribe, you know what I mean, off this one video right here because he's very entertaining to me. And it seems like somebody that I would like to listen to again. So and I think you guys were entertained by his content as well. So if y'all was, then y'all go and subscribe to his channel. This is his YouTube channel right here. Make sure y'all go subscribe. As you can see, I subscribe. As you can see, I did hit the like button. And you know, y'all go do this, y'all go do the same. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to Lil Crystal. I appreciate you for swinging through, Sister Gal. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all. Joanne, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, man. This is a fun place to be. We crack jokes, we laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and we cover everything. You know what I mean? This is a fun place to be, man. And everybody kind of here, kind of like family. It don't be a lot of arguing or none of that stuff on here. We go through all the crimes. We go through all the stuff. You can come up on the panel, share your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it respectful. And we do this. We've been doing this for a while. So man, I appreciate all y'all. I thank all y'all. Salute to all y'all. Salute to all my moderators. Also I'm looking for a couple new moderators, man. So if you stay in the mix, stay in the and we get to know you, you probably will get a wrench. Also, make sure you donate to the channel. We only have a $20 goal. It's not a lot. It's not a large goal. We just have a $20 goal. The cash out is pinned at the top of the chat. I'd appreciate it. Also, share this live. Also, hit become a member if you can. That's why I appreciate you, LaChrista, for becoming a member. I appreciate you and I thank you, man. But I probably will go live a little later on. This live was an unplanned live. I was going to actually go live with a couple of other topics that I wanted to cover. But when I saw that this gentleman broke the paperwork down so well, I figured that it would be only right for me to share it with my subscribers. That way, we already know what happened. So we can go all over the internet and we can look at other people's shit, we want to. Because I'm going to do the same. I'm going to look at other people's content, other bloggers that I like to look at their content. But we know the facts now. We know the facts of the whole goddamn case now. So we're going to know who lying. We're going to know who ain't lying. And we're going to know everything. So we know everything. Here on this channel, we know everything. And thanks to John Hinge, we do. So salute to him. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to Anonymous Ones. Appreciate all y'all. Shout out to Nate Said It. Appreciate all y'all. And I probably will go live a little bit later on. So give me a little bit. Thank y'all.